Christian revival across the country. Bible sales increasing over 40% since 2022. Religion app downloads surging nearly 80%. And Christian music Spotify streams up 50% from 2019.
Why are they going to Orthodox church more than the evangelical church? I'm evangelical. I'll say, well, first of all, they want something that has lasted. They want something that is ancient and that is beautiful, something that has stood the test of time, something that's not going to change.
And so, my fellow Americans, ask not what your country can do for you, ask what you can do for your country.
The United States and all of Western civilization has been profoundly shaped by the extraordinary achievements of the Greek people, stretching all the way back to ancient times, long time.
Christian revival across the country. Bible sales increasing over 40% since 2022. Religion app downloads surging nearly 80%. And Christian music Spotify streams up 50% from 2019.
Why are they going to Orthodox church more than the evangelical church? I'm evangelical. I'll say, well, first of all, they want something that has lasted. They want something that is ancient and that is beautiful, something that has stood the test of time, something that's not going to change.
And so, my fellow Americans, ask not what your country can do for you, ask what you can do for your country.
The United States and all of Western civilization has been profoundly shaped by the extraordinary achievements of the Greek people, stretching all the way back to ancient times, long time.
Christian revival across the country. Bible sales increasing over 40% since 2022. Religion app downloads surging nearly 80%. And Christian music Spotify streams up 50% from 2019.
Why are they going to Orthodox church more than the evangelical church? I'm evangelical. I'll say, well, first of all, they want something that has lasted. They want something that is ancient and that is beautiful, something that has stood the test of time, something that's not going to change.
And so, my fellow Americans, ask not what your country can do for you, ask what you can do for your country.
The United States and all of Western civilization has been profoundly shaped by the extraordinary achievements of the Greek people, stretching all the way back to ancient times, long time.
Christian revival across the country. Bible sales increasing over 40% since 2022. Religion app downloads surging nearly 80%. And Christian music Spotify streams up 50% from 2019.
Why are they going to Orthodox church more than the evangelical church? I'm evangelical. I'll say, well, first of all, they want something that has lasted. They want something that is ancient and that is beautiful, something that has stood the test of time, something that's not going to change.
And so, my fellow Americans, ask not what your country can do for you, ask what you can do for your country.
The United States and all of Western civilization has been profoundly shaped by the extraordinary achievements of the Greek people, stretching all the way back to ancient times, long time.
Christian revival across the country. Bible sales increasing over 40% since 2022. Religion app downloads surging nearly 80%. And Christian music Spotify streams up 50% from 2019.
Why are they going to the Orthodox Church more than the evangelical church? And I'm evangelical. I'll say, well, first of all, they want something that has lasted. They want something that is ancient and that is beautiful, something that has stood the test of time, something that's not going to change.
And so, my fellow Americans, ask not what your country can do for you, ask what you can do for your country.
The United States and all of Western civilization has been profoundly shaped by the extraordinary achievements of the Greek people, stretching all the way back to ancient times, long time.
What's going on, you guys? Welcome back to American Orthodoxy. I'm your host, as always, Benjamin Michael. Today we have a Saturday stream, which I know has been kind of rare. We haven't had a Saturday stream in a while because I've been either traveling or I did a live debate the day before or that same day, or I did a collab that same day. So we're back with Saturday streams. I'm expecting not great viewership today, but I wanted to get back on track with a full week of streaming. So we had a full week this week, Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday, which is supposed to be the norm. But lately I've been doing so many collabs that I haven't been able to do full weeks of streaming like I have this week. I've also been locked in on my Instagram, which is also why I haven't been able to do any of my TikTok streams, which I want to do one today. So if you guys want to see me do a TikTok stream, I'm planning on doing that today, at least for 30 minutes, so I can hit my second quota so that I can start streaming on TikTok every time I stream, because right now I have to stream 2 more times over on TikTok in order to be able to stream regularly on YouTube and TikTok at the same time, because right now I can only stream one or the other. I have to do another 2 TikTok streams in order to be able to stream both. That being said, guys, please like the live, pushing out to the algorithm. I've got a excellent discussion to go over with you guys today. 2 of the really biggest snakes on the internet had a back and forth for about an hour and 15 minutes. A day and a half ago, I think it was. And that's Orthodox Muslim, otherwise known as Libiano, and Nick Matau. Literally 2 of the worst human beings on the entire internet. I would say that the way I expect this to go, I think that Nick is going to have a lot of valid criticisms of Islam. I think Orthodox Muslim is going to deflect to a lot of the actions of Israel. I think it's going to be interesting. Guys, I want to debate both of these people, and I probably will eventually debate both of these people, because our position, the far-right position, is the only one that actually can take down both these positions, guys. Because guess what? All of their criticisms are going to be accurate. All their criticisms are going to be accurate, and all the deflections are going to be accurate too. So when Libiano is going to deflect to Israel, he's probably right. When Nick is going to deflect to Islam, he's probably right. So all that being said, we're going to dive into that in a moment here. I do want to address, people were talking about in the comments how I have Trump in my intro. Yes, I have Trump's voice praising the Greeks. I have the current president of the United States praising the Greeks, okay? You got a problem with that? All right, I'm sorry. You must be really fun at parties, okay? Just because I have him praising Greeks in my freaking intro does not mean that I am pro-Trump or anything of that nature. You guys already know my position on Trump. I think he's a traitor. I voted for him for one reason and one reason only, and that was to stop demographic replacement in my homeland. Guys, on Instagram, I had a pretty funny DM today. Someone said, "Oh, you're out here criticizing Arabs, but you never criticize Jews." Bro, do you guys take like 5 seconds? 5 seconds. All I ask is 5 seconds to look at my account, bro. That's how long it would take you to find some anti-Jew, anti-Israel stuff. That's how long it would take you, bro. It would take you 5 seconds. Because every other post, Guys, I try to make it really even, all right? If I'm going too heavy on the Jews, I start going heavy on the replacement stuff, on the Islam stuff. If I'm going too heavy on the race stuff, the replacement stuff, I flip back to the Israel, the Jew stuff. I want to make sure everybody knows my position on both. I make it really clear for people, okay? I make it really freaking clear. I ensure I'm never too lopsided on one issue or the other. I keep it as even as I possibly can. I think they're both satanic. You guys know this. You guys know my position. Here's the problem. It's honestly that DM was such a, I'll actually maybe while we're watching the debate, I'll pull it up so I can actually show you guys. But like that DM is such a great like example of like what this debate right here, this debate and how it's this false dichotomy between these two satanic things, right? So all that being said, let's dive in and I'll pull up this DM and I'll show you guys here in a moment. No, I don't want live chat.
But anyways,
cool, we could. And by the way, Libiano, guys, so Nick is insufferable. He's absolutely insufferable, and he's a snake. Somehow, so I had to skip. This is going to be painful, guys. I had to skip. This is not the beginning of the debate. There was a whole back and forth for like 15 minutes where Libiano is just harassing Nick about a DM he sent. By the way, Twitter DMs suck. I will have like big accounts DMing me on Twitter and I won't see them. Twitter DMs are by far the worst. Instagram, a little bit better, not great. Like I still miss DMs on Instagram. So he's harassing him about missing a DM. Libiano does not have a big Twitter account. He has like 12K, 14K, something like that. He does not have a very big Twitter account. So to miss a DM, it's very possible, and I definitely believe Nick that he did not see it. Because Nick will debate anybody. He will debate anybody on this issue. If it's regarding Israel, he will debate. He will debate them. So all that being said, Libiano is just insufferable. Insufferable. And I say this as someone who despises this individual as well. But if you watch the beginning, you can see, I mean, at the end of the day, Matau is still... he's still a white guy, right? So, I mean, maybe there's something there. I don't know. But anyways, we'll get this.
We could get into the convo.
Yeah.
So you said Islam is a problem for the world. Okay. Well. Yep. Obviously, let's talk about that. But before that, I just want to know what do you believe in? What's your religious?
I'm a Noahide, and no, it doesn't matter either.
No, it does matter. I need to know who I'm speaking to.
No, it doesn't.
What do you mean it doesn't matter?
Would you? Okay, let me ask you a question.
Here goes Libiano already with this. Oh my goodness, bro. Here we go already. He's not going to want to talk about the actual issue at hand. Nope. He's going to try to like critique Nick's paradigm on some like fundamental level rather than actually dealing with. This is what they do, guys. They constantly deflect.
And if I said
this is like Islamic Apex trying to bring up Deuteronomy when me and IP are debating whether or not Christianity is better for society than Islam, right? And he's trying to bring up Deuteronomy in the context of that debate.
If I said Christian, Jew, atheist, Noahide, Buddhist, whatever, would you somehow be like, I don't want to talk to you anymore? Like if I said I was an atheist, would you not want to talk to me anymore?
No.
If I said I was a Christian, would you not want to talk to me anymore?
So I'm going to answer your question.
It's a yes or no. Would you still want to talk to me?
Can I answer your... Why are you panicking, dude? Let me answer.
Okay, dude. What is this weird thing about Muslims saying everyone's panicking?
Can I answer you? You just asked the question. Like, what
anyways,
are we doing, bro?
You guys see?
What is it?
You guys see what I'm talking about? It's like very clear who is more insufferable. It's a little Muzzy over here, bro. It's just so painful to listen to. And I say this as someone who despises Matau, dude. I think he's a piece of shit. All right? I think he's a piece of shit who's advocating for a satanic worldview that in many ways, because it is so powerful, is more destructive than the one that is that Orthodox Muslim advocates for. Do you guys see how insufferable he is? It's like Nick is trying to have a reasonable discussion, right? Because that's probably how he was raised and that's how he was trained to do it. Whereas this dude is a freaking savage. It's savagery.
What is this weird thing about Muslims saying everyone's panicking? I'm
right.
calm. if I get any more calm, I'm gonna be like whispering. Like this is this is about as calm as I can get.
Cool. Let's just talk, bro. So no, I wouldn't.
All right. So do you guys want to see this DM I got though? So this is the DM I got this morning. I put this. Those of you who are following my Instagram, yeah, literally low tier mode in first minute, 100%. I got this DM from a Muslim because guys, after a full week of full force ahead against Jewry with my Brian Shapiro debate, like literally full steam ahead, I had like 5 posts about Jews in a row. I post one post about replacement and Muslims replacing us, and I get this DM. Do you ever have anything to say about Jews taking over your country, Congress, and monetary system? Or do you just worry about Arabic at the home improvement store? You must be a Jew. Oh, wait, you literally are a fucking Jew spawn. Bro, like, what are we doing here, bro? It takes you 5 seconds. 5 seconds to look at my account before sending this DM. 5 seconds. And you will see literally post after post after post after post after post after post of me talking about Jews. Bro, I've always said, like, there's just no, like, the internet, bro, the internet is just, like, insane. Like, there's just no winning. There's no winning. It is what it is. All right, let's keep going.
Bro,
go ahead.
Like, what are you doing, dude? This looks bad. So, no, I wouldn't
muddying the
water.
Just constant muddying the waters, bro. It's just constant muddying the waters. The rhetoric is just insufferable.
I would understand how to approach you. If you're an atheist, I would approach you as I would approach an atheist. If you're a Noahide, if you're a Jew, if you're a Christian, so on and so forth. So obviously,
so you're saying to defend Islam, it would change?
No,
that's not a good look.
I said I would approach you a different way. Don't take my words and distort them now. So anyway,
guys, what? I don't like this. I don't like that Orthodox Muslim is so insufferable. He has me rooting for Nick. I don't like this feeling. I don't like this at all. Anybody else having this icky feeling right now? Where you're like rooting for this snake of a human being? Because Lubiano is so gross.
Why is Islam not good for the world? Why is it a problem?
I find it to have a lack of individualism and humanism.
Okay, can you elaborate on that?
Which part? Which word was confusing for you?
Humanism and individualism. Can you demonstrate that?
Yeah, sure. It's treatment. First off, I have a problem because, to just keep it real, I think there can be problematic.
Wait, I hate this. So someone said it's because of my name. Guys, Benjamin is a Christian name. Michael is a Christian name. I hate this bullshit. Oh, it's a Jewish name. It's a Christian name. It's been Christianized, right? It's been Christianized. I'm not yelling at you, Konstantinos. I'm just saying that I just don't like when I don't like it. I don't like when other people say that I have a Jewish name. I don't like it. I'm not Benjamin Michael Yahoo. Michael Yahoo. He's the best. He's my best friend.
Things in every scripture, right? Whether we're talking about the Tanakh, the Christian Bible, the Quran, although I find the Quran to have significantly more. However, you can point to problematic things, but it's how people act today.
Yes.
The Muslims and Islamists specifically have acted amongst this in a significantly larger way than, I'm going to say, Christians. Jews are a very, very tiny portion of the population. There's not many Noahides. Christians are the only comparable in terms of population size. They're about 2.5 billion versus Islam's about 2 billion.
By the way, guys, what ends up happening so Noahide laws, right, are the laws that were given to Noah, and basically Noah had to abide by. There's nothing wrong with that inherently. The problem is that what they end up doing is they end up if you affirm the divinity of Christ, it ends up being a violation, and this is what ended up happening under the Soviet Empire. Right? Was they basically they leveraged the Noahide laws, right, to justify unaliving you, right, for literally believing that Christ is God. So it's it's all well and good, the Noahide laws, they sound all good, right? Until you actually unpack how they're put into practice by Jews.
And I don't see the same thing from them.
Okay, so again, what are you referring to? You still haven't gone to that.
Sure, lack of individualism, lack of humanism, specifically against women, kafir, unbeliever. I'm literally demonstrating right now against women.
You just repeated it again. Lack of humanism. What is that?
Right. Did you hear I was saying things after that word? Did you hear that part?
No, I didn't hear.
Wow, I'm so shocked. Anyways,
you just repeated yourself.
So I wasn't actually. I was actually expanding, but the barbaric.
Guys, is it possible for both parties to lose a debate? Is it possible for both parties to lose a debate? Because that's what we're witnessing happen right now.
Muslim.
I would say so far Nick is winning.
Not shut up for a second to admit. Barbaric. I do think a lot of you guys are barbaric for sure.
Yes,
I don't know you yet, but you're not.
Libiano. Yes, you are. You are a barbarian. Yes.
You're not showing a good side of your religion right now. If
you
you're
don't know
here
me,
to
but
defend,
I'm barbaric.
Right, based off of what I'm seeing so far, right? The fake laughing, the nervous laughing, the tics, the interruptions, the admitting that you weren't even listening. You literally just admitted that.
There is a massive IQ disparity here, guys. That's what it is. That's what's going on here. Nick has a substantially higher IQ. You can tell. Can't you guys just tell? Like, and I say this again, I have to clarify this so I don't get clipped. All right? Nick is a snake. I don't like him. He's a piece of shit who defends a satanic worldview. But you can tell that he's calm, he's composed, right? He's calling out exactly the behavior, the barbaric behavior that Libiano is demonstrating. The interruptions, the laughter, every other, sentence. You can see the IQ difference, right, with Nick.
These are not good looks for your religion, okay? If that's what you're up here to do. I'm assuming you're up here to defend Islam.
Can you just get into it, brother?
Well, I was trying to when you interrupted again to get me to explain that. So anyways.
Hey, brother, we're getting bored, brother. Come on. Okay. Get into it.
Great. If you're bored, you're more than welcome to leave. Okay, you don't have to be up here. Well, no, I have no problem, but there's other people waiting to come
up.
Can
we get to it, brother?
Again, I'm trying to, but you keep saying all these little side comments.
Just go, get to it.
All right, so anyways, like I was saying, lack of individual and humanism, specifically against women, unbelievers, Jews, Christians, polytheists, atheists, kafir, etc.
Okay, so all you said is Islam is against women, against kafirs.
I didn't say that. I said actions against.
Okay, actions against kafirs, Christians, actions like what? Can you not be vague, please, and be more specific?
Holy shit. I love the gaslighting as if he doesn't know
what he said is pretty specific. It's pretty specific, like what he's referring to. Like, clearly he's referring to the way that generally women are treated in Islam, the way that Christians and Jews are treated in Islam. Like, these are the things that he's clearly referring to. And over here, we got Orthodox Muslim pretending like he doesn't know what he's talking about. This little fat piece of shit.
Talking about. Okay, sure.
Dude, can you be specific?
Sure,
actions against kafirs. What is that?
Okay, sure. Yeah, no problem. So,
yeah.
Sure. So, for example, right, with the kafir, right, if there are people of the book, they are at very best treated as second-class citizens. Apartheid system ran against them. Extortion. At very worst, it could be death or forcing of change in religion, right? And I understand it says there's no compulsion in religion, but historically speaking, again, to separate just even what the Quran says versus how Muslims act. Especially,
I feel so gross. Guys, I feel so gross agreeing with Nick this much. I hope Orthodox Muslim starts to make some good points. I hope he starts to make some good points. Otherwise, I'm just going to spend this whole debate agreeing with a Zionist. I don't want to do that. I don't want to agree with a Zionist for a whole debate, bro. I don't want to do it. Libiano, please make some good points. Please. I need you to do something. All right? Can you please cook this dude? All right? I don't want to see him freaking dominate this debate. I want to see y'all both lose.
Islamists, okay? There has been that throughout all of history. Same thing with jizya, where it's been at times, especially for poorer individuals, a significantly higher percentage than the traditional 2.5% for zakat for Muslims. That is a second-class citizen, and it's also extortion. For women, right, the fact that you are able to strike them for just being disobedient. Women can't do that. Pedophilia, right? The 65.4 and 30 and Surah 33 allows you to marry, have sexual relations and divorce someone all before pubescent age.
Okay, cool. So notice
Okay,
everybody
perfect.
how he shot.
Okay, perfect. Okay, perfect. The Quran allows you to have sex with a child and then divorce the child. Okay, perfect. Okay, perfect.
Gun tactic, right?
You
But it's
asked me
okay.
to. Wait, you asked me to.
No, I asked you.
He
I
said
asked
to give
to
you
me-
examples.
Can you not
You
cut me
weren't-
off, please?
You
Can you
literally
not cut me
asked
off?
you to.
This
Can
is
you not cut me off?
such
Can you not-
gaslighting. He
As
said,
soon-
you
as soon
said,
as I
Be
respond-
give me,
specific, and then
you
he was
said be
specific.
specific.
Am I gonna speak on this
Dude,
platform?
Listen,
Am I gonna
you
speak?
have no problem, but dude, you're gaslighting. You said be
What are we doing?
specific.
What are we doing right now?
You said be specific, and then when I get,
Can I speak?
yes, 1 second,
Brother, you
just 1 second. You
All right.
asked, I just want to show everyone the gaslighting of Islam. He said to me, you're being too vague, Nick, be specific. And by the way, I could have been way more specific in that, but I started to get specific. And then what does he do? He goes, notice how he's being specific. Like, what do you, dude, you just asked me to do that.
All right, are you done now? So Nick is too slow to understand the difference
Yeah, muddy
between
the waters.
why are you being too vague and why are you shotgunning. So obviously, when I ask you to give me a specific thing, let's start with one at a time. But
You didn't
obviously
say
you're
that. You didn't say
Can I
that.
finish? Can I finish? Like, what are you doing, bro?
This is
So
hilarious.
obviously, it's already implied that we're gonna address one thing at a time.
Okay.
So give me something specific, and then we'll address it. Anyways,
Okay.
let's start addressing the issues. One of the issues you brought up was jizya and the treatment of Jews and Christians and people of the book as second-class citizens.
Right.
Now, you made a big blunder because
Oh, boy.
you made a category error. Your caption here says problems with Islam, but some of the examples you gave in regards to jizya are the practical instances of how jizya was applied over the centuries.
So,
Oh my
So you
gosh.
blundered, that's a category error.
what's the problem with it?
You don't have, let me finish, brother. You have an issue with Islam itself.
Guys, their arguments are so bad. Their arguments are so bad. Guys, I don't know if I can do this. I'm having to root for this Nick dude. Like, this is so bad. What are you Oh, it's a category error to point out historically Islam has produced this abuse of this jizya tax. Historically, that has been what Islam has produced. So that would be evidence that it's a problem with Islam. That's what that would mean. This is so bad, dude. This
as
is
a
a horrible
system.
argument.
So according to Islam itself, the jizya matches
Only an 80 IQ. Only an 80 IQ Pakistani, bro, would really or Somali. Okay, 80 IQ might be pushing it a little bit for Somalis, more like 65. Could fall into this nonsense, bro. I wonder, do you think Libiano's parents are cousins? What's the over-under on the odds that his parents are cousins?
believe in as a Noahide. I believe in the jizya of the Torah in Deuteronomy chapter 20, verse 10 and 11.
Yeah, all they know how to do is bring up the Torah. The Torah. That's great, man. Which Christian societies use the Torah today or ever really to justify their law? Oh, wait, they don't. They don't, because we use the New Testament, right? We use the witness of the apostles and their successors. That's what we use, because the Torah was written in a very specific historical context, right? For a very specific people. That was what it was written for, right? So these people deflect constantly to the Torah. It does them no good, because Christian societies are not leveraging the Torah. They're not using the Torah for their law. So what the hell difference does it make?
That's
Yeah,
the
so-
jizya I believe in. Do you believe in
Yeah.
it?
So no, because if you were smart, you would understand Deuteronomy was specifically lost to the Hebrews. I'm a Noahide, which means I don't accept those laws, you moron. Next claim.
I didn't say
You said
say
I
they
believe
applied
in
to
it.
You, Nick.
I didn't
I
say
didn't
that
say
either.
They applied to you, Nick.
Didn't
Nick,
say
I
that.
Didn't say they applied.
You said, and I
Nick.
quote, hold
Nick.
on, I'm still speaking. You said, and I quote, you said
Throw
the
it under
same
the bus.
exact things that you believe in.
Torah under
Nope,
the
I
bus.
don't agree. Dude, I have
See
no
how
problem, but here's the
All
issue.
he has is Torah. All he has is Torah. He can't defend his own religion. He has to deflect to the Torah, which he thinks is corrupted, by the way. He thinks the Torah, he doesn't even accept the Torah. He thinks it's corrupted. So, but that's all he has. All his arguments are Torah. He can't actually justify his own religion.
I have this thing
Lord.
about Muslims. It's called Ka. Do you know what Ka is? You ever heard of it?
Has nothing to do with Deuteronomy 20, verse 10.
It does, actually, and I'll tell you what ka is. These are the three things that Muslims will always do in a debate, right? C, right, is they'll say you don't understand the context. They'll always do that. Even though I'm going to tell him he's going to do it, I promise you he will do it. A says, it says something different in the Arabic, trust me, bro, okay? And then W is what you just saw him do right now. It's called whataboutism, right? Instead of defending his religion, he'll simply say, well...
Guys, this is not good. This is not good, man. I'm going to be getting called a Zionist for the next couple months after this. Nick is cooking. Nick is cooking. That's hilarious, bro. That acronym is so perfect. That acronym, context, Arabic, whataboutism. Bro, it's literally all they do. It's all they do. That's all they know how to do. All right, can I just, okay, look, it's not because he's a Zionist. Guys, it's not, it's just because he's right. He probably has a 2 standard deviation IQ higher than Libiano. He's just correct. He's just absolutely 100% correct about everything he's saying.
Jews/Christians do it too. Even if you were right, which again, you saying me as a no-hide, you weren't correct, but even if you were, so what? Doesn't matter. I want you to defend your religion without somehow incorrectly bringing up what you think Deuteronomy is talking about.
Beautiful, Nick. Thank you so much. You blundered yet again because you accused me of doing a tu quoque fallacy or whataboutism. A tu quoque fallacy is when you are given a contention and you offer no justification other than, well, you have this issue too. That's not my point. My point is, in order for you to epistemically come to a conclusion that Islam has this universal moral issue, you must have an epistemic standard you're judging upon. And as a Noahide, your epistemic standard is the universal moral code that's written on the heart and the Torah. Now you said, well, me as a Noahide, this doesn't apply to me. As a matter of fact, it does. Because Maimonides says in commentary...
Okay, so it's not just me. It's not just me then. So, I see people saying that that Nick is cooking. By the way, guys, I go over all super chats at the end. Thank you for the super chats. Oh, I didn't even mention, I've been getting a lot of new members lately. So on Thursday, I did a members only live stream. You guys can go back and watch if you want to be a member. I went over my DMs from Brian Shapiro, which he crashed out on my DMs. And then today I'm going to go over my DMs from Ridvan, otherwise known as Apostate Prophet, because we tried to set up a debate and it did not go well. So
Deuteronomy chapter 20, verse 10 to 11, that when the Jews lay siege to a city, all of the inhabitants must become Noahides. And if they become Noahides...
You're saying Deuteronomy 10 through 11 says this?
Let me finish.
You said 10 through 11 says everyone must become a Noahide?
Verse 10 and 11, I'm giving you Maimonides' commentary. Let me finish, please.
Oh my gosh.
Maimonides writes in Mishneh Torah, in his section of wars and battles, on Deuteronomy chapter 20, verse 10 and 11, that if you lay siege to a city, you must give them an offer of peace. This offer of peace that they have to listen to the mitzvot of Noah, i.e., they have to become Noahide.
Well, I think everyone should be a Noahide. That's true. This is irrelevant.
Don't cut me off.
Okay, but this is irrelevant.
Don't cut me off. Don't cut me off.
Can you just get to the point? Can you just get to the point of what we were talking about? Okay,
don't cut me off.
Just make sure you get straight to the point. Don't add in this extra stuff. I don't really care.
Don't worry, I'm landing.
All right, hurry up.
Yeah, he cooks himself with the rhetoric. When you're using the rhetoric constantly, yeah, you're going to get cut off. You're going to get interrupted because you're going to say things that are retarded and that the other person is going to want to correct, right? So Nick is absolutely right. Now, this point, we'll see if Nick actually has a good answer to this. This is the first decent point that Libiano has brought up yet because he's critiquing him as a Noahide. So let's see if Nick can actually handle this point. But you can see, even with a good point, the rhetoric is just, it's doing damage to the fact that he's actually making a good point, right? Now all we hear is, we still hear the barbarian. We don't actually hear the point being made. Now I hear it, and you guys probably hear it because we have high IQs, but a lot of people, right? A lot of people probably don't. They just hear the rhetoric.
You lay siege to a city. These are the Israelites. All the inhabitants of the town, you must offer them peace. What's the peace according to Maimonides? It's that they all have to become Noahides and pay jizya.
Maimonides says jizya?
Believers. Yeah, pay tribute, yes. As a matter of fact,
what
in
is
the book
it?
of Joshua and
Relax. Why are you screaming?
I'm giving you answers.
You could also just say like what you could also say Maimonides is wrong. Like I mean I would. I mean he I don't know, maybe he accepts Maimonides as like a, you know, this big authority or something. I don't know. So maybe he doesn't want to do that, but that's what I would.
Why are you screaming? I didn't say why are you answering. Well, you're still not answering, by the way, but why are you screaming?
Okay. I'm passionate.
So you're telling me, can you tell me where in Mishnah Torah does he say they have to pay jizya annually? Yeah, jizya in English is tribute. Right, annually. Right, annually, correct? And how much is it? Yes, because he cites King Solomon as an evidence, and in the book of Kings, it says that Solomon and David took tribute. And as a matter of fact, what does that mean? Let me finish, bro. Come on. But you're not answering my question. I've said it 1,000 times. What does that mean? What was my question? What was my question? You said, does he say that they took tribute, jizya, annually? What is the rest? That's what I heard. Okay, great. This is the problem with you. I said, what does that mean to just give tribute? What does that mean? In the book of Kings. Look, I'll pull up the book of Kings right now. I have it right here. Just tell me which verse. Can I just finish, bro? Just tell me which... Dude, I'm on the same topic. You said the book of Kings. I have it right here. Just tell me which verse so I can read it to determine if it determine...
This is good. This is good what he's doing here too, because a lot of the arguments that Orthodox Muslim makes are they're like he will basically lie about what the text actually says. So this is good that he's basically unpacking this. We'll see if he actually has a decent response. So far, all we're getting is him, you know, sort of cross-examining this argument. We haven't actually heard a good argument. Calm down, take a breath. In a response. To determine if it says the same thing as what Islamic jizya is. If it does, then we can move on to the very next thing that I find problematic. Because remember, there's multiple things. Can I answer? Can I answer now? No problem. Are you gonna answer? I'm gonna answer. Okay, tell me where in Kings. Notice. No, don't deflect. That's not a deflection. You don't even know what I was. You said. Wow, oh my God, bro. This is insane, dude. Listen. I swear you're scared. You don't want to let me talk. You said, and I quote, that it comes from the book of Kings. Holy shit, these guys are so weird. Anyways, you said it says in the book of Kings. I'm simply asking. Guys, okay, let's pull it up so I can determine if it's the same. That's not what I fully said. I understand, but like you said, one at a time. Remember when you said that? Now that I'm doing it, it's a problem. Isn't that funny? When I try to give him multiple things, he's like, no, we go one at a time. When I try to stop him and say, hey, before we keep going, can we do that one thing? Now all of a sudden, stop, just relax. Relax. Calm down, dude. He's new to me, guys. Guys, please like the live, and if you're not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel. Please like the live, push it out the algorithm. And today I'll be going over a members-only live stream. So if you want to sign up and be a member, I would appreciate it. Notice how when I mentioned multiple things, he said that's problematic. I want to go one at a time. When I hold him to that same standard, be like, hey, you just mentioned this. Can we pull this up? Now all of a sudden he's like, well, that's not all I had to say. Why is it that you get to do that, but somehow it was problematic when I did that?
Can I answer now?
Can you answer that?
Because you are straw manning.
That's not what straw man means.
Why are you cutting me off, dude?
How is he butchering his own argument so bad, bro? Oh my gosh. Yo, the IQ disparity here is insane. It's honestly insane.
Why do
probably 1 to 2 standard deviations difference in IQ here?
You get to stop me and go one point at a time.
Why are you panicking right now?
Dude, why do they all say no one's
You're the one screaming, dude. You're the one screaming. Nick is so chill.
Panicking, dude.
Okay, Nobody's then let me speak if you're not panicking.
Can you answer the question that I asked?
I'm trying to. Stop cutting me off.
I'll give you, but I really doubt you're trying to, but let's see if he will. Go ahead.
Right. So
this is like when I asked Brian Shapiro if Jews were, or why Jews were overrepresented in the Epstein files, and then he was like, I'm gonna answer. You're a white supremacist. You're an anti-Semite. He proceeds to not answer at all.
Answer is, Nick, you are strawmanning me because I mentioned Kings as in my.
He doesn't even know which book of Kings
is the one who uses Kings as an evidence. So if you want to read, let's read Maimonides' commentary. You want me to pull it up?
So if you want to bring up the Mishnah Torah, then I can get it from there since you're too scared to tell me what it is.
Okay, let's pull it up. Let's read it.
Sure, go ahead.
All right, guys. Watch how he's gonna crumble before everybody now.
I just want the verse
Muddying
from
the
Kings
waters.
so I can read Kings.
Yeah,
If you're too
muddying the
scared to
waters already, like, just give him the argument.
give it to me,
But yo,
I
we're
can
not
get it
talking.
another-
I'm saying Maimonides quotes King.
I agree, but I have to. Jesus Christ, what is so
Okay,
confusing
what are we
about
doing
this?
right now? Let's read Maimonides. Watch how he's gonna crumble, everybody. Watch how he's gonna crumble at reading Maimonides, guys. Let's go read Maimonides.
Why are all Muslims so performative?
Watch this. Watch this, guys. Maimonides commentary. Let me pull it up.
I bet you guys what it's going to say is just tribute from that war. That's what I'm going to say it says.
Well, it's not. It's going to say take all their possession, movable possession, and their land. Watch, guys. We're going to read Maimonides. He's going to crumble now. Let me pull it up here on Chabad.org. Here, the full commentary is found on Chabad. I literally just read it 2 days
You
ago.
can kind of tell. You can kind of tell he's like off. You can kind of tell like Orthodox Muslims a little bit off. 50. Someone said 50 IQ. I'm pretty sure apes have like 60 IQ, don't they?
Leave you. I'm just trying to get to the verse, and I'm trying to find it.
We're gonna get to it when we read it.
No, it's not in
is
Kings. Let's see,
Maimonides
here it
knows
is.
more than you, right?
It's 9:15. I got it already. Thank you. Yeah, I already know about this. I already got it. I was faster than you. It's 9:15. So this is talking about tribute to the king. I know what this is.
No. We're gonna pull it up on the screen, man.
I already have it. This was the
Chabad.org, so
purpose of
everybody
the
can
forced labor when Solomon imposed. It was to build a house of the Lord, his
that's
own
not it.
palace.
We're gonna make.
I'm reading
everybody read it.
Maimonides right now. It says, like it says
I'm
in
gonna pull
one.
it up.
This
Stop
is my
talking,
favorite.
dude.
This is my favorite description of this so far. Godson Barrett's product versus normal human.
Dude, it says like it says
You're
in
not
one
reading
Kings.
the right one.
Oh my gosh. Bro.
You're not.
Oh my gosh.
Anyways, it says right here from Maimonides, like in 1 Kings 9:15 through 22. That's what it says. Now, unless you're talking about what he's talking about with Deuteronomy, that's in chapter 20.
He just muted my screen here. I got it. Let me turn my
You
screen
can't
on.
mute a screen. It's a mic.
Okay, everybody, here. Make my screen big. Right here. Chabad.org.
Yeah, I'm on the same page. I already beat you to
Okay,
it.
make my screen big then. Don't be scared. Make my screen big.
What do you have to say? I'm not going to do it because then it's going to change it on
Why are you
YouTube.
afraid? Let's read it.
Because
Make
it's
my
going to
screen
change it on YouTube. Just read it.
big. Okay,
I
sure.
have
Let's read it, guys. This is what Nick Matau, who's
Okay, I don't need the
advocating for
extra
against
commentary. I don't need the extra commentary. Just read
All right,
it.
here we go. War. Neither a milchemet
Guys, I gotta give Nick credit. He's like, it's just, he's so used to debating Muslims on Israel, which by the way, he's wrong about because he's, you know, Israel's a terrorist state. And you guys know I believe that. But he's like so used, he just knows how to pierce through their rhetoric. Like he just pierces through it like freaking butter, dude. Like hot knife through butter. I love it. I love it. Yo, I don't like this. I feel icky, guys. Anybody else feel icky? Anybody else feel icky right now?
or a milchemet mitzvah should not be waged against anyone
Damn it. Orthodox Muslim. Why are you forcing me to root for this snake?
until they're offered an opportunity of peace, as Deuteronomy 20:10 states. When you approach a city to wage war against it, you should propose a peaceful settlement. If the enemy accepts the offer of peace and commits itself to the fulfillment of the 7 mitzvot of Noah that were commanded to Noah's descendants, none of them should be killed. Rather, they should be subjugated. As verse 11 states, they shall be your subject and serve you. If they agree to tribute, but do not accept subjugation, or if they accept subjugation, but do not agree
is
to
he yelling?
tribute, their offer should not be heeded.
Why is
they
bro
must
yelling?
accept both.
Why are
The
you
subjugation
screaming?
Let me finish.
Stop screaming. Just read it normally. Stop
Okay.
screaming. You're like loud in my ears. Just relax.
Every guys, Orthodox Muslim, try not to show your 60 IQ self. Challenge impossible. Every 60 seconds, bro is exposing himself as being 60 IQ. Like, bro, you don't have to yell. Why are you screaming?
No, this
I
is
got
your
you,
guys'
man.
like nervous cope, but just relax.
Yeah, I'm totally nervous. The subjugation they must accept.
You're still
consists of
screaming.
The
Quiet.
IQ mog is crazy,
Dude,
guys.
okay.
There you go, like that. How you just said that word, keep reading that way, like a normal
Okay.
human being.
Okay, cool.
Thank you.
The subjugation they must accept consists of being on a lower level, scorned and humble. They must never raise their heads against Israel, but must remain subjugated under their rule. They may never be appointed over a Jew any time whatsoever.
He
The
can't help it.
tribute they must
He's starting to scream again, guys. He literally can't help it.
accept consists of being prepared to support the king's service with their money, with their persons. For example, the building of walls, strengthening of fortresses, building the king's palaces, like 1 Kings 9:15-22 relates. This is the tribute which Solomon raised to build the house of God, his own place, the Milo, the wall of Jerusalem, and all the cities which Solomon had. All the people that remained from the Amorites, upon them did Solomon lay tribute of bond service till this day. Now watch what he says. In contrast, Solomon did not make bondsmen out of the children of Israel. They were men of war, his personal servants, his princes, his captains, his officers of chariots, and his horsemen. Now watch this.
By the way, guys, this is why Nick has made it as far as he has, like in his debates, because he's debating people. This is their top guy. This is literally their top guy. Orthodox Muslim is like the top, it's like the top TikTok debater right now for Muslims. This is why he's been able to, imagine how low tier the people are, the other people are, all of Orthodox Muslims' minions. If he's this bad, imagine how bad his minions are. So that's why Nick has been able to make it this far in his defense of Israel, because he hasn't had anybody really challenge him from the third position.
In his settlement, he offers, the king may propose that he is entitled to take half their financial resources, or he may propose to take
You're starting to scream
their
again.
landed
You're starting to
property.
scream again. Just get back to normal.
Who's the king?
Take all their
Who's the
landed
king?
property and
Who's the
leave their
king?
movable property,
Right.
or take
Who's the
all their
king?
movable property.
Okay.
So
Who's
now,
the king?
Hey,
Wait, who's the king? Hold on.
what?
Stop.
So this rookie
stop.
wants
Who's the king?
Stop. Wait, hold on. So none
This
of what
rookie
you
wants
just
to save you
read.
now?
Stop. None of what you
So
just
the
read.
rookie wants to save you now.
Why
huh?
are you interrupting me? I just heard you read everything that didn't even prove anything at all. So first off, stop. No, dude, I heard everything. Stop. I know, again, this is like this weird Muslim tick where you guys scream really loud, you scream more and more, and then you're like deflecting and all that. Just relax. So yes, I acknowledge that Maimonides said all that. Okay? What does this have to do with... Okay, so a couple things. Okay? 1, I'm not Jewish. 2, I'm not bound by Maimonides. 3, just relax.
Oh yeah.
Throw
See,
my money.
there's nothing wrong with saying that. Okay, this would be like if I cited like a Shia authority to Orthodox Muslim, right? Now, would it be some evidence, even because he's not a Shia, he's a Sunni, right? So would it be some evidence, at least because it's, hey, this is a Muslim giving commentary? Yeah, it would be some evidence, but he has every right as a Sunni to say, I don't accept this guy. I'm not a Shia, right? So for him to laugh at this is just, again, it's rhetoric, it's sophistry, and it's panicking, right? He has no other argument, so he has to rely on Maimonides. So of course he's going to clown on Nick for throwing out Maimonides. And by the way, he is defending it to an extent. He's doing exactly what Libiano would do if someone presented a Shia authority to him. He would say, here's the most charitable reading of this, and by the way, I don't even accept him anyway.
I'm not throwing anything under the bus. I'm simply... Okay.
Oh my
You guys are
gosh.
so exhausting.
It is. I know. You guys are you are the most
insane.
insecure religion in
I'm
the
tired.
world. Okay? Can I answer?
Throw Maimonides under the bus.
Oh
man.
my gosh,
Go ahead,
bro.
go ahead.
Can I answer?
Yes.
Why are you being performative?
No, this is how I am, man. Watch my other videos.
I'm gonna forget about you once you
That
drop.
doesn't prove anything. It just shows that you're performative in every video. That's your entire platform is being performative.
But that's not my
Phony and
point.
disingenuous.
I'm just
I don't
saying-
think that's gonna happen. I don't think that's gonna
I
happen.
promise you I'm gonna forget about you. But my
Not when
question
your
is for
face is
you.
blasted on YouTube tomorrow.
I don't care if I'm on YouTube tomorrow. Dude, I'm not gonna watch. I'm gonna forget about you. But here's the problem, right? Because one, I don't really particularly care when Muslims say, oh, he cooked, because you guys just think any stupid argument is cooking. So I'm sure you'll post me, you'll get your clips, you'll get your likes, and you'll get it from a bunch of like third worlders who don't know anything about debate. I don't care, right? I seriously mean.
He's literally exactly right. Guys, I can't. I was hoping that Libiano would actually put up a fight. like he would actually put up a fight in this debate. This is so bad. He is exactly correct. That is exactly what happens. This is why Cora uploaded her video with Sig, even though Sig slaughtered her in that, right? Now, that one was so bad that the comments were flooded. Libiano probably deletes comments, I don't know. But I did see he had decent viewership and exposure and likes and positive comments from Muslims. Basically exactly what Nick just said was going to happen, happened. He uploaded it, and he got his third worlders liking it, and that's how they operate. There was like a Sneako's live was like down to like 15 viewers or something one time when like Pakistan's power went out. It was just hilarious. So it's absolutely right that is where these guys are getting their viewership from.
I'm asking you, why are you being so performative? If you're really confident in your debate skills and you're really confident in your religion, you wouldn't have to do this weird tick that you keep doing. So I'm going to answer. Okay, relax.
So you're not my psychiatrist, Nick.
I didn't say I was. I'm saying it's embarrassing for you. I understand your comment section will like it. Okay. Once again, I heard you read 3 full fucking chapters, paragraphs into this, right? Actually, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I heard 5 paragraphs, and you're already cutting me off. Okay?
You know,
I'm not
Hashem
telling
you,
like I don't care. All right, dude, listen. I don't particularly care. Okay? Just relax.
You don't care about Hashem?
Oh my gosh.
I don't care about what your opinion is. That's what I'm saying.
He doesn't like it when you say bad words.
We don't have the same God. So I don't believe anything you're saying.
That's
this is your
channel.
Okay, listen. If you interrupt me one more time, I'm going to move on to the other 12 to 15 people waiting to come up. Okay? I need you, right? Well, I don't need you to do anything. You can be...
Dude, I just doubled your live. You need me here.
Dude, you haven't even got me as much as I am. Okay.
What are you talking about?
I'm multi-streaming right now. You haven't even gotten me to my biggest platforms, okay? This is my smallest. But I need you, okay? If you want to continue... Are you able to relax and stop interrupting and stop with this weird side commentary? It's exhausting. I get it. You have to convince yourself.
By the way, guys, Maimonides lived from 1138 to 1204. So to throw him out, like to just be like, I don't care about what he has to say, not that crazy. Not that crazy. Even for like a Jew, let alone a Noahide, right? So, like, but this is all he has. All he has is bringing up these, Jewish authorities, right, to try to justify his butchering of the Torah. That's the only argument he has.
In your audience that you're doing so well, so you have to tell people, look how well I'm doing. I'm going to put you on YouTube and do this weird, like, nervous tick laugh and all that stuff. Can you stop doing that so we can have a conversation?
Okay.
Thank you. No. It's just okay. No. I just need. Can you do that? If you can't,
you just want to suppress me. I guess. I don't know.
I haven't even gotten to answer. You guys are exhausting. See, this is how.
Okay. Get to the point. Get to the point, man. Get to the point.
I'm asking you. Can you do that before I waste my time? Are you capable of doing that?
I'm gonna have a conversation with you, Nick.
Okay. If you don't, again, I'm just gonna move on. I don't care.
For example, I bring this up, guys. Ibn Kathir's commentary on 65.4, which Nick brought up earlier, Orthodox Muslim would say Ibn Kathir is wrong. And he actually is a Sunni authority. He actually legitimately is a Sunni authority. But Orthodox Muslim would throw him out because he thinks he's wrong about 65.4, where he explicitly says, this is not about a medical condition. No, it's about those who have not reached the age of menstruation. That's what he says. But he's not going to accept that.
About your YouTube channel, I want to actually have this conversation, but I can't do it if you keep gish galloping and doing this weird tick and interrupting me. All right, so you just read all of this. Nothing of that it says anything.
Guys, please like and subscribe. Push the live out to the algorithm. I know it's a Saturday, so our viewership's not going to be as good. But please like the live, and also I'll go over all super chats at the end. Thank you for the super chats so far. As always, I'll go over all of them at the end, and I'll have a members-only live stream at the end today, too.
About jizya. Now, to answer, do I agree that this is something I would think that is okay in today? Like, for example, we're at war right now, right? Whether how you act after war, like the United States of America, I was in the U.S. military for 12 years. No, I don't think the United States of America should adopt that. However, this is what I said, and I said that even though I told you were going to do it, you were still going to do it because Muslims can't help themselves. There are 3 ways that Muslims always respond. So when you say, hey, Jews, right? Jews also do this. Okay, fine. Fine. But here's the thing. I'm not advocating for people to become Jewish. Actually, I'm not advocating for any proselytization at all. What I'm saying is that how Muslims act, Jews don't proselytize. If they did and they were trying to actually subvert and take over the West, I'd be the first one in line to criticize Judaism.
All right, Nick. They are trying to subvert and take over the West. That is exactly what they're doing. And they're doing it a way better job of it than the Muslims are because they have higher IQ. By the way, Jews have high social IQ. They have high social IQ, but they don't have a very high technical IQ. That's why you don't see them in technical jobs, right? You see them in, like social jobs, like politics and media, right? And by the way, that's how I am. I have a high social IQ. I don't have a very high technical IQ, right? And so that's why you see them. That's why you see them so successfully subverting the West, right? And so they're doing exactly what he said they're not doing.
Jews don't try to do that.
Yes, they
do.
do.
I have no problem with it.
Yes,
I have no problem with Christians. If Buddhists were trying to do it, I would be first in line. This isn't like an Islamic only thing. If I find something to be problematic for the West and people were trying to proselytize and make everyone part of that ideology, whether it's religion, the triple K, if they were trying to spread or whatever other ideology, I would bring this up.
Yeah, this is the quietest I've ever seen Orthodox Muslim. I'm not going to lie. And guys, his followers are convinced he won this debate. Yeah, no, they don't really proselytize. That's true because they don't really care if you become Jewish. They don't want you to become Jewish. They don't want you in the club. What? Why would they want you in the club? Unless you're like high skilled, I guess. Maybe then they'll try to recruit you. If you're ethnically Jewish, so like John Kiriakou, got mistakenly thought that he was ethnically Jewish, and so he would have like Mossad was trying to like recruit him, right? So they might, if you're like a high performer, they might try to proselytize in that sense. They try to recruit you, especially if you're ethnically Jewish. But no, they don't generally want like a Gentile to be part of the club. They don't want that. They want you to stay Shabbos Goy.
The thing that Muslims, on the left. Like the Marxists on the left, exactly. The problem with Muslims is they're so insecure with their religion that instead of telling me why you think it's a good thing, you said, I'm just following Judaism. They do it too. Okay. First off, I don't follow Maimonides. I don't. It's not throwing him under the bus. I'm just saying that I follow him as much as I follow the Talmud, which is not at all. So if you want to have a debate about with a rabbi about it, that would probably be a good debate. What I'm telling you is I have a problem with Islam, and you're telling me, but
evidence
Nick,
of what?
Jews do it too. This would be the same thing if you said
evidence of what, Michael?
Buddhists do it too. I don't give a shit. I don't care. Unless Jews start to proselytize and tell us to start doing that. Okay, then I would care. But until that happens, can you answer the point from the very beginning without bringing up other things that don't matter?
No, I'm going to address everything you just said, dude. You're not going to just sweep it under the rug. And
you don't have to do commentary. Just address it. As long as you answer what I say.
Why are you policing everything I do? Dude?
It's just a waste of time. You don't have to add the commentary.
Stop policing me, man.
First off, I will do what I want. Remember, you came up to me. I don't know who you are. You know who I am.
And you took a screenshot of my face in your phone.
Yeah,
anyways,
that took 3 seconds. I don't even know if you're telling the truth about that.
Literally, the tweet is there, bro. Anyways, let me respond to everything you just said. Nick,
make sure you respond.
You have to. You got to be high. Unless some things radically change here, you got to be high to think that Orthodox Muslim won this. And I say this as someone again who despises Nick and thinks that he advocates for a satanic ideology. You have to be high or literally 70 IQ and living in Pakistan to think that Orthodox Muslim is winning this so far.
Problem is this, Nick. I'm not saying, well, Islam is okay because Jews do it too. I'm not saying that. You're not tracking the conversation. I'm saying there's a certain epistemic framework.
Oh my gosh.
And this epistemic framework
he doesn't even know what that
comes
means.
From universal moral truths that are axiomatic.
Oh my gosh.
And they come from revelation as well. So I'm using what you believe in against you.
He doesn't know what half those words mean, bro. He doesn't know what half
you are
those
saying,
words mean.
Well, what Muslims believe in here is wrong. And well,
that's not what I said.
According to you did say that.
I didn't. I said that I okay, but you're quoting me, and I never said that. What I said is
you don't know how to have a conversation, man.
Dude, if you quote me and you say something incorrect, of course we can waste time. No, because you're gonna gish gallop. No, I'm not gonna have you build off of a lie. I never said that it was right or wrong. If you ask me, I'll give you my opinion on that. No, I don't think people should do that. But that's not the point. I don't care if Muslims do that in Saudi Arabia. I don't give a shit. If your argument would make sense if I was trying to say they need to stop it in Mecca or Medina, whatever. But I never made that argument. I said, and I'm going to say it again, and I know you heard me say it, so you're going to recognize that I said it again. If they were coming here to do it and try to say this is what we're advocating for in the West, I'd have a problem whether it would be a Jew, Christians don't do that, but hypothetically if they did, Muslim, Buddhist, whatever, Marxist, it's not even just religion. So if you're going to respond to my argument, make sure, I get it, you have the same debate probably with a lot of Christians or maybe Jews, and so you're trying to recycle the same thing that you always say. That's never been my argument. Now, if Jews start doing that tomorrow and they start proselytizing and making it a thing, I will add it to the list, but they're not doing that.
Okay,
so
Nick.
Respond to what I said, not what you think I said.
And please don't cut me off this
If
time.
if you misquote me again, I will cut you off.
That's
all
fair.
Right, you're just being a tyrant,
That's
bro.
fair.
But it's all right. Whatever.
If you misquote me again, I will cut you off. If you don't, feel free to speak.
Whatever. So
it's very simple.
Nick, this looks bad. I'm just saying. Anyway,
it's very simple. Just don't misquote me.
It's the muddying
very
the waters.
simple.
He hasn't even he just respond. Why do you have to muddy the waters before you say, "Oh, you're not gonna answer. You're not gonna answer." Come on, bro. Like just,
dude.
Just respond.
Can't control yourself, man. So here, Nick, I'm saying that look, Islam has this specific teaching, right?
You can tell he's literally making this up as he goes. Like he doesn't even know what his next 5 words are going to be.
You're saying that this should not be practiced in the West. This is your point of view. I'm assuming that this shouldn't be practiced in the West because said thing is immoral. Hence, it shouldn't be practiced, right?
He got cooked. He got cooked, so he's going after moral foundations. He got cooked, so he's retreating to moral foundations. That's exactly what just happened here.
I don't think that things that I say shouldn't be practiced makes it automatically immoral. So no, that's incorrect.
I asked you.
That's incorrect. I find there's a lot of things that I find immoral about Islam, and there's something. Hold on, dude. I'm asking you. I don't find it to be moral or immoral. I do have things that I find in Islam to be immoral. This is not something that I would automatically attribute as immoral, but something I would still say I don't want in the United States of America. Just like I said, and this is for the 4th time. I feel like he's not listening. For the 4th time, if other people, even if they weren't Muslims, were coming here to try to spread and advocate for that, I would equally call that out. This is now the 4th time I've said that, and this guy...
That's retarded. That's obviously retarded. Guys, America's a Christian country. America should remain a Christian country. So this point is a retarded, atheist slop or whatever deist or Noahide God he believes in.
He's doing good in this debate. He was doing really bad. You are not listening because I've said it 5 times actually now. 5 times. Now, if you're asking what I find immoral, I would go with... if I have to pick one because you don't like when I do what you do and, say a lot of things at once, pedophilia.
Okay. Can I respond? I'm going to address everything. So, Nick, before we move into what you think is immoral, can we get a concession here that jizya, as practiced by Muslims, is not an immoral thing? Nick, do you admit that?
So you want me to repeat what I've already said from the very beginning?
Can I just get a confirmation, Nick?
So I have already answered this question. Can we...
Nick, can I get a confirmation? Is jizya immoral?
Check this out real quick. Everyone in the chat. Just stop. No. We're going to see. Stop. We're going to see if I already answered this. I'm going to ask the chat. Everyone in the chat, whether you're on his side or my side, have I already answered this question?
You didn't do it clearly.
I'm not gonna lie.
Okay, so it's like
I don't remember him answering this question. Do you guys? Did he answer whether it was immoral?
Half and half. So the fact that the people that are saying no are people on your side, right? So I just said, I'm going to say what I said again, and you tell me I didn't answer this. And this actually proves how dumb Muslims are, because all the ones in there that are clearly Muslim saying no, I want everyone to stop. Shh, just relax. I want everyone to go in the YouTube and rewind. And I'm going to repeat exactly what I just said. And you be honest, okay? Can you be honest and say, you know what, Nick, you did say that. So about 5 minutes ago or less, I said there are many things in Islam that I can find immoral. This is, and by this, we're talking about jizya. I hope you agree. This is one of those things that I don't particularly find immoral or moral. But I find something that I wouldn't want in the West.
I do remember him saying this. I do remember him saying this.
And to repeat, I also would say the same thing if, whether it be Jews, Christians, Buddhists, whoever, were also coming here to try to spread in an area that they're not from, right? To also advocate for that. Now, be honest. I mean, I'm going to see how honest of a person you are. Did I not say that 5 minutes ago?
So I'm gonna answer.
If you're not honest, I'm going to drop you.
Answer. Oh my God, dude.
Did I say that 5 minutes ago?
You said it,
I'm
but
gonna
it was
see.
hidden in your gish gallop.
Did I say stop? I'm gonna make it very
Dude,
clear.
You asked me a question.
Did I say those words 5 minutes ago?
Lord have mercy. I'm answering.
Did
bro.
I say those words 5 minutes ago?
All right, let me know when I can answer, man.
It's a yes or no. Did I say those words 5 minutes ago?
Let me know when I can answer.
Right now. Did I say those words 5 minutes ago?
All right. So it was hidden in your gish gallop.
Did
yes.
I see how the Muslims answer? It's yes, Nick, you did say it. I didn't say other things. I asked you,
said,
did I say that 5 minutes ago?
And the answer again is it was hidden in your gish gallop, yes.
Okay, yes. So when you said to me, I never answered that, and all your Muslims in the chat said, no, you never answered it.
I didn't say you never answered that.
Okay, so do you agree?
Clear about it.
Great. Do you agree that everyone, when I asked them, did I already say this? And they all said no. Were they wrong? I just want to see how honest. Thank you.
Yes, of course they were wrong.
Thank you. Yeah. So to answer you again, nope. To answer you again, I already stop. So to answer you again, I already answered that. And now my next question: did I ever say that was an immoral thing? Like I do think of pedophilia, for example. Did I ever say it was immoral, or did you just assume I thought that? And be honest. I want to see how honest of a man.
Yeah. Yes. In the beginning, when I asked you about Islam, yes. In the beginning.
So far how this debate has gone. Is basically we're maybe turn up the speed here because I'm starting to get bored. Obviously Nick Moggs in IQ. And so that's why he's been able to basically win so far. And also just Orthodox Muslims arguments are just horrendous in general. But so far it's just an IQ mog. Both their positions suck so far.
Can I ask you about it?
So you're just not an honest person.
Can I finish, bro? Come on, man.
Dude, you're not an honest person.
Dude,
stop.
Your fans are watching this and they're like, why is Nick like this right now?
I never said stop.
Yeah. Listen, okay, Goy Cattle Rancher, you're the one who said that Orthodox Muslim won this debate. So
guys are exhausting. Okay, you're exhausting.
What country do you live in, Goy Cattle Rancher? I'm curious. Which third world country do you live in? Why are you speaking my language? Why are you speaking my people's language? I know for a fact that you either immigrated here recently or you don't live here.
Said anything, I have no problem. If you keep interrupting and you keep lying, I want to have an honest debate. We're not going to agree. You're a Muslim. Sorry for your loss. I'm not. However, we don't have to agree.
And you're a good goy.
But I'm the best goy. That's true. But
good goy.
What I'm saying to you is you should still be an honest person. And you're lying right now. I never once said that it was an immoral thing or not. You asked what I thought was a problematic with it. I do find that to be problematic. That's not the same thing as immoral. Do you agree that something can be problematic but not necessarily immoral? Is that a fair statement?
In what sense can it be problematic?
Many things can be problematic. That doesn't mean it's immoral. Do you agree with that statement or not?
In what sense can it be problematic?
Okay, so what you're doing is you're trying not to answer my question. So you can ask me. No, stop, dude. Stop.
Dude, you don't want to talk.
Stop. This is what Muslims do: is they ask a separate question. You don't want to
talk to me, bro. You don't want to talk.
I do want to talk to you, but you guys are exhausting.
You're not letting me answer anything, dude. Like you just keep cutting me off.
Oh my god!
Okay.
You want me to answer how you like? Like you're all over.
You're not
the place,
answering at all. What was my question?
I'm answering.
What was my question?
Your question was: do you agree that if something can be or do you agree that something can be amoral, so not immoral?
I didn't say that.
Just in the middle, and be problematic? I answered, well, in what way can it be problematic? I'm trying to disambiguate your question.
If you walk your dog and he takes a shit on someone's lawn and you don't pick it up, that's problematic. It's not immoral.
To harm your neighbor is immoral.
It's not harming your neighbor.
No, it's not harming your neighbor. It's leaving a shit on the lawn. Well, shit is actually good for the lawn.
So you guys, you can shit on your neighbor's lawn.
So you think
this is a straw man. He didn't say you can. Why are you screaming?
Just to be clear, dude, I've been quiet this whole time.
Oh man.
So to be clear, you think it's immoral.
Notice how Goy Cattle Rancher didn't answer what country he's from. Notice how he didn't answer what country he's from.
to not pick up dog shit off someone's lawn. You think that's an
Yes,
immoral thing?
if your dog shit on your neighbor's
Which
lawn,
third
you're
world
doing
country
something
going
immoral
cattle
by leaving it
rancher,
there.
huh?
Okay, well, interesting. Your morality is very interesting. Can I add a different perspective real quick
in
on the
Islam, we
jizya
believe
thing?
in respect and love your neighbor.
Great.
and
You also believe in
shitting
killing
on your
dogs.
neighbor,
You also
saying that
believe in
you're from
killing
Islam.
dogs.
Stop.
Like the
You love
king
to
of
shit on your
Morocco.
neighbor.
Orthodox, dude, stop interrupting. First off, you are strawmanning him. He didn't say it's
2v1,
okay.
guy.
Dude, you
I said
guys
it's
are so
problematic.
exhausting. You
I said
are
it's problematic.
one second. Okay, Orthodox. This is the problem with Muslims, how you guys debate. Dawa bros. He never said it was okay. He never once said it was okay. You are lying because you heard what he said, which he said it's problematic. And then you're telling your audience, see guys, it's okay to shit on your lawn. And be honest. And again, this is your last chance to be honest or not. Did he say it was okay or are you lying?
No, he said it's not immoral.
Did he say what? No, I'm going to get you to say this. Yes or no?
I just answered,
Did he say it was okay, or did you just lie when you said he said it was okay?
He said it's not immoral.
Okay, I'm gonna give you literally. This is your last chance, or I'll drop you.
I just answered.
I didn't. No, what was my question?
He wants me to answer how he.
I
wants.
never said what did he say. That would be the answer to the question. I never asked what did he say. I said two things. Listen to the whole question. Did he say it was okay to do that, or did you lie when you said that he said it was okay?
So what he said is.
Okay, I'm gonna move on. Okay.
Yeah, you're running, man.
No, I don't want to, but you're like not answering the question. Did he say it was okay? Yes, he did it, or no, he didn't. It's very simple.
Nick, what's going on here?
Holy shit. Why are you not capable of answering the question? Did he say it was okay, or did he not? Dude, why can't Muslims answer a question?
This looks really bad, Nick.
Dude,
really bad.
you can say that. I get
bad.
it. You're trying to convince your audience you're doing well. I asked a specific question. Did he say it was okay, or did he not say that, and therefore you lied? It's either yes, Nick, he said it was okay, or no, Nick, he didn't say it was okay.
So he implied it by saying it's amoral.
Got it. So what you're saying is what you think he said when you said the word imply. So did he say it was okay?
Wait, no. How can I imply it if I started off by saying it's problematic? There's no implication at all.
And didn't you say it's good for grass, King?
I commented as a side note.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know why
So
that's funny,
painful,
but I
bro.
commented as a side note. I commented as a side note.
Again, getting IQ mogged by random other dude on panel. Literally, top Muslim TikTok debater getting IQ mogged by random dude named King Hebrew. Looks like his name is literally King Hebrew, and you're getting IQ mogged by him.
Commented as a side note that shit is actually good. Excuse me, I'm still speaking.
Dude, Muslims are the most insecure people in the world.
Anyways, moving past the fake laugh and the performance, can I add a different perspective on the jizya? Because the whole Maimonides argument was a complete false dichotomy. The specific instance, excuse me, I'm speaking. Go cheer on the king of Morocco who ordered 3 million dogs slaughtered in the name of Islam last week. Okay, go cheer him on while I'm talking. Okay.
Well, your king
is that moral? By the way, is that moral? Ordering 3 million dogs to be slaughtered, is that moral?
Yeah, according to the Torah.
Is it moral to slaughter 3 million dogs?
In the Torah, yes.
It doesn't say anything about dogs in the Torah.
Sure, I have the Torah. Tell me where it says you can slaughter 3 million dogs.
While you look it up,
First Samuel 15:3.
That's not the Torah. Wait, 1 second.
I'll highlight.
Did you just call 1 second? Did you just say that Samuel is the Torah?
Yes, according to the Talmud, you could refer to the Tanakh as the Torah as a genus.
Great. The false dichotomy.
You're
this guy is so dumb. All right, so First Samuel.
The false dichotomy of comparing the jizya. The false dichotomy of comparing the jizya.
So read First Samuel 15:3.
Excuse me, I'm still speaking.
Guys,
still speaking.
Wait, hold on. Let me just get the verse while I pull that up. First Samuel 15:3.
Yeah.
All right. Now listen to Hammer. Stop being so insecure. Just have the conversation.
I actually want to hear what he has to say about 1 Samuel 15:3. Obviously the correct answer is that it's hyperbolic because that was very common in ancient Near East to have hyperbole, just like you might say that, X team was, Argentina is going to destroy Spain in the World Cup. Does that mean that, the entire, team of Spain is going to be literally wiped off the face of the earth? No, obviously not, right? So 1 Samuel 15:3 is about wiping off an entire people, right? In a hyperbolic sense, it means to destroy them in similar fashion that Argentina, Lord willing, will destroy Spain.
Well, the false dichotomy between the two examples is one is jizya, one is tribute. Tribute involves specifically gaining booty or payment of sorts from a conquered enemy that you were at war with. Jizya makes no distinction between at war or not at war. It simply says
why are we using the
that
term
any
booty
non-Muslim
in the big 2026, bro? What are we doing here?
living in a Muslim land has to pay. It has nothing to do with conquest, it has nothing to do with war. It simply has to do with not being of the right faith persuasion, that you are now penalized. And by the way, the jizya is not the only one. There's also the Kharaj tax, the land tax, which is specific to the non-Muslims as well. So there's the jizya and the haraj, but the haraj people don't talk about as much. Anyways, so it's completely different.
Yeah, to equate wiping off a people and, you know, everything that people owns, to equate that with specifically like killing a bunch of dogs is just like insane levels of sophistry. Like that is insane sophistry.
When you're talking about, by the way, the Muslims do it too. When you conquer someone back in those days, you took the spoils of the conquest.
Yeah, let's go with spoils. Let's go with spoils instead of booty. All right, let's stick with spoils.
Did. But that has nothing to do with jizya, which requires anyone who's simply not a Muslim. Doesn't matter if you're at war or not. Now, here's the truth that he won't
Can I
admit.
respond, man? Are you
Excuse me,
gonna go
no, you
forever?
can't. I'm not done talking. I was
Oh,
quiet
okay.
this whole time.
All
Okay?
right.
I'm not, no. Understand your hierarchy in the world. I'm a Jew, so I'm superior to you. Okay, know your place. Know your place. Remember,
You're
I control
superior
the
to my
banks.
court, man.
I control the banks and the credit reports and the weather and everything else. Okay, so shut your
All
fucking.
right, I mean, banks and credit reports, true. Weather, I don't know about the weather. I don't know. That might be a little out there, but banks and credit reports, absolutely.
Mouth and let me finish.
They're pissed.
They
They're
know
so
your
pissed.
place,
He's
son.
so
You're
mad.
beneath me. You're
He's
beneath
so
me.
mad. He's
You're
so
beneath
mad
me.
right now.
You're beneath me. So let me finish.
This is
No,
hilarious.
the point that he won't admit, because dishonesty and taqiyya is an integral part of the Islamic faith system, is that the reason they charge jizya
So it's in the Talmud too. It's in the Talmud too.
is
Same
because
concept.
they are at constant war with Christians and Jews. The war is Dar al-Islam and Dar al-Harb, to bring all of Dar al-Harb under Dar al-Islam. So for them, it's logical. They'll say, well, it's a conquest. Yeah, well, they want to conquest us. But the broader point is simply tribute only has
is
to
bro
do with
doing?
conquered enemies that you are
What is
actively
he
at war with,
doing right now? Do you guys see him right now?
Dar al-Islam. So for them, it's logical.
He's, like,
They'll say,
trying to,
well,
like,
it's a
mog or something.
conquest. Yeah, well, they want to conquest
Does he know
us.
that he's like
But
fat?
the broader point is simply
Does bro know that he's literally like morbidly obese? Bro, you can't mog when your cheeks look like you're storing up freaking acorns for the winter, bro. Like, what are you talking about? Like, bro is trying to mog or something.
tribute only
I don't
has to
even
do
know.
with conquered enemies that you are actively at war with. Jizya applies to any non-Muslim living under Muslim rule.
Thank you so much. So notice, guys, he just spoke for 5 minutes straight, brought up a bunch of points, and I'm going to give me 30 seconds before they cut me off, okay? So just to respond to King here, he said, well, you know, the jizya in the Torah is different because the jizya in the Torah... Come on, man. You already doing it?
Nobody said anything.
You coughed, you
The
fucking
jizya-
jackass.
Nobody
Yeah,
said
you're so
anything.
mad.
Nobody
You're
said
so mad.
anything.
I coughed.
You're so mad, dude. Like, you're so mad.
Nobody said
This
anything.
debate is turning into just like comedy at this point, bro.
Everyone's mad. Nobody's
Everybody can see the difference between me and you guys right now. Everybody.
Yeah,
nobody-
superior,
Dude,
inferior.
so-
Yes,
Literally,
superior,
Orthodox.
inferior.
Orthodox. Seriously, nobody said anything. You literally,
All right, can I-
nobody said anything.
I
It's the
said 30
voices.
seconds.
It's the voices in his
I
head.
said 30 seconds. I guess I was wrong. It was 12.
Yeah, because you said he
12
cut you
seconds.
off. Nobody
And
cut you
guys already-
off.
You guys already panicking.
Dude, this is such
Crazy.
gaslighting. This is gaslighting, dude.
So can I finish now?
No, I need you to
No, I can't
understand.
finish?
Relax. I need you to understand. Nobody
It's
said
crazy.
anything, dude.
It's crazy. I
Do
can't
you
do it.
think somebody cut you off?
Can I finish?
Can you answer that question? Do you think somebody cut you off?
Yes. Yes.
Nobody
You coughed in my
said
ear.
anything. Dude,
Can I-
nobody
can I
said
finish?
anything. After
Can I
you
finish
finish,
now?
can we get to pedophilia now? Because this is just honestly, this
Oh,
is
of course.
gaslighting.
I'm gonna bury you on that too in a second.
You're not
So
burying me on
anyways,
this. This is stupid.
All right. So let me finish now. Since Nick here, Soy Boy, couldn't answer it, King needs to answer it for him. King blundered and he threw the Torah under the bus
Oh my
because he
gosh.
said, well, you know, in Islam, your jizya is different from our jizya. Okay. So King agrees and admits that the Torah teaches to take jizya.
Don't
As a matter-
fucking
let
tell
me
you what I.
finish.
No.
You're so mad.
No. Don't tell me
You're
what I
so
agree with. I
mad
don't
right
agree.
now.
Dude,
Speak
stop
for yourself.
gaslighting.
Speak
Dude,
for yourself.
Stop
Speak for yourself.
gaslighting. Okay,
Speak
listen,
for yourself.
Okay,
If
you
you
guys,
can't
you guys,
make, if you can't make an argument, without saying,
Oh, boy,
so
they're
Hammer
so
says
mad.
X, Y, and Z, or King says,
I finish?
no.
Can I finish
Just speak for
talking?
yourself. Just speak for yourself. I didn't agree to anything that you say. I don't agree. Unlike Nick,
Hey, bro, can I finish
unlike
talking
Nick,
now?
I don't have a problem with just Islam. I have a problem with Muslims. Don't like any of you. Any
All
of
right.
you.
Thank you.
Okay?
Everybody,
I'm not like
everybody
Nick.
can see
I think
this,
you're
man.
all fucking trash. So
Well,
don't fucking
I
put
don't
words
feel-
in my mouth.
I don't feel
Don't
the
put
same
words
way
in my
towards
mouth.
you.
Just speak for yourself.
Okay.
I don't feel
All
the
right,
same way
listen,
Yes, he
I'm gonna be
does.
real.
I
I'm gonna be
treat you-
real
Yes, he
real
does.
quick. I'm gonna be real. Just
I
everyone
treat you
stop
as a
talking.
human being.
Everyone stop talking, okay? No, you don't. You're being extremely condescending and rude. You are so confident in your debate, and I feel like I'm actually want to move on, and I'll tell you why. Okay? Because you're so confident in your debate that what you're doing is you're screaming, you're doing and everyone knows it's a fake laugh. Let's not pretend. It's a fake laugh, okay? When he
fake laugh,
caught
man.
stop, don't interrupt, okay? This is for everyone on the panel, okay? Hammer, come back on a different one. What it is, right, is that you're screaming when you don't need to. You're being performative when you don't need to. I want to actually have this conversation. I have been speaking at this same exact tone from the very start till now. So you are correct. People do see the difference between you and I. Now, I know your audience is going to like how you act, but a normal people, not even people that like me, just people in neutral, when you see one person like you just screaming, laughing, and then getting upset because somebody coughs,
I hope they get to.
That's the sign of
they get to PDF file activity. I want them to have that debate.
Somebody who is insecure. If you are truly secure in a religion, and this is why I want to move on, because you're not answering anything about your religion. You're just telling me that you think Jews do the same thing too. Dude, I don't care. Now, Hammer might have that debate with you because he's a Jew, but I don't care. And so what you're doing is you're trying to like clip farm. You're trying to make it go longer so that way people go, wow, you did so well, but you haven't actually answered anything that I care about. Again, if you want to debate Hammer separately, maybe he'll have that thought because he's a Jew. I don't care, dude. I really don't. And if you brought up Christianity, I'd say the same thing. So if you're not capable of answering this in defense of your religion, fine, no problem. But then can we move on to another topic that maybe, I don't know yet, but maybe you will be able to answer just on your religion without saying, well, I think that Jesus or Moses or what, just your religion. So either you answer in defense of your religion, or if you can't, can we move on to the next topic? And if you can't do that, then let's just move on from each other. Is that fair?
So right now, you're trying to play psychiatrist to convince.
Nobody's doing anything. No, because you're gish galloping about psychiatry. Not about psychiatry. Can you answer? You're doing it again. You're doing the yelling and the laughing.
This is crazy, bro.
Jesus Christ.
Okay. I can't even say 2 words, bro.
Yes, when you change the subject, change the subject, absolutely, that is true.
You're the one trying to change the subject, brother. Let me respond to him now.
Did you? He's not even here right now. But anyways, did you hear
Did he just leave mid-convo?
He had to do something. I'm sure he'll be back. But
all right, guys. We're gonna finish the rest of this here in a moment. Just want to shout out Underground Canon. As you guys know, partner with these guys. They're awesome. You can get. I shouted out Chrysostom's book over on here before anywhere else, and after I posted on my Instagram, guys, it's sold out in literally less than 24 hours. So you can get it on pre-order right now for St. John Chrysostom Homilies Against the Jews. They have all kinds of other good stuff. You can click the link in the chat. It's undergroundcanon.com/Ben. Go check out what they have over here. Tons of good stuff. Tons of books that you can find really nowhere else. So yeah, it was undergroundcanon.com/Ben, and then use code Ben at the checkout for a discount, to let them know I sent you, and you'll get a discount as well. Guys, thanks for the super chats. As always, I'll go over all super chats at the end.
Real quick.
Oh my God. So like, this is crazy.
Relax.
You forfeited.
Okay.
He came in. Now,
dude, relax.
Why are you muting me,
because you're changing the subject. I brought up something very specific.
My God.
Can you answer
Nick,
in defense of, dude?
I thought you were smarter.
Oh my God. The
Honestly,
only people that you're trying to convince is you and your own audience, right? If you, right? I'm gonna ask it one more time.
Speak?
No, because you're changing the subject, which means you're running away.
Changing the subject.
So can you either answer what I said in defense of your religion, stop with the fake laughing?
Dude, you are such a good
answer.
goal.
Dude, I don't care. Why do you feel the need to bring in all this extra commentary? It doesn't matter.
To what he said.
He's not here right now. When he comes back, you can.
It's okay. He doesn't have to be here. Let me respond to what he said.
I'm gonna move on, okay? Because you can't, if you want to run away, that's on you. What I'm asking you is, can you either answer, I'm sure every normal person would feel that way. I want to have the conversation with you. But all you're doing is you keep adding in this extra stuff because you're scared to answer me and you're scared to debate me. Do you want to, I got it. Do you want to answer the question in defense of your religion, or would you like to answer the next point, which I said was pedophilia? You can say yes or no.
So Nick, I'm going to respond to your question now.
Are you? Are you not? You're not going to deflect?
Yeah.
All right, go ahead. Okay, go ahead.
Thank you. So Nick, we are talking about the point that is jizya. You subbed him on. He made a bunch of claims, and I never got to respond because every time I try to respond, you start bitching, Nick.
I didn't say anything. You actually
start bitching every time.
I heard you. Now, Nick, I heard you. Let me respond. I heard you. Let me respond. I heard you.
No, I'm not done,
dude. You're yelling again. Stop screaming.
Okay.
Okay.
Right.
So,
this is
so that's not actually what happened. Okay. Actually, what happened was Hebrew Hammer just coughed once, and then you complained about people interrupting you. That's exactly what happened. You could try to.
That is what happened. Bro literally coughed, and Liviano crashed out about being interrupted.
Lie and say that I said something. I didn't say anything. I wasn't even the one that coughed. You 100% know I'm telling the truth. You 100% know you're lying. Hammer coughed, and you started freaking out. Okay.
Can I respond now?
So if you want to respond to his claim, fine, go for it. But make it quick, and then can we move? And this is like the 5th time I'm asking. You still haven't answered. Can we move on to pedophilia?
Yeah, I'm going to respond to him, and then I'm going to take it as a concession that you don't want to defend this anymore.
You're not defending it. You haven't answered me at all. You haven't answered anything I asked.
So here's the response. The response we got from Nick is that jizya is not wrong.
No,
It's not
answer Hammer.
something wrong.
Answer Hammer.
Come on, dude. What are we doing here?
Okay, dude, if you
Let me-
said you wanted
let
to
me
answer,
talk,
you
man.
said you wanted to answer. Stop whining. You're not a victim. You guys, Muslims used to be like conquerors and stuff, and you guys like
This
cry
guy-
now.
this guy just won't let
listen,
me speak.
dude, listen. You said you wanted to answer something about Hammer. Answer him, and then we can move on because you failed to answer my
I
point.
just tried to. You cut
No,
me
you
off
said
again.
what Nick said. Don't just answer
Okay,
him.
I'm just gonna start. I'm gonna start talking again.
Thank
Hopefully
you.
I don't get cut off.
Okay,
Very few people can cut through Muslim rhetoric like Nick. I got to give him credit. Got to give
Make
him
it
So
quick.
again, the answer we got from this guy above is that it's not wrong. Jizya is not wrong. Thank you for that. The guy below,
I didn't
he
say
said,
that.
well,
I didn't
you did
say
say-
that.
you
I
did
said
say
it
you
wasn't
said more.
immoral. Holy
You
fuck.
see, you can't-
These guys are
you
so
can't
dumb.
control yourself.
I said it wasn't
you can't control
immoral.
yourself, boy.
Okay.
You have no self-control.
Did I
Because
not
you
say it
lied
wasn't
about
immoral?
what he
You
said.
keep
Did I
getting
not?
triggered
You
every-
lied about what he said.
Did
Stop
I
opening my
not?
mouth.
Did I not say it wasn't
Stop getting
immoral?
triggered. Stop
Okay.
bitching like a goy and let me
Did
talk.
I
Guys,
not-
I'm trying to be objective here. I'm trying to be objective here because I don't like either of these people. I despise both of their worldviews, but he lied about what he said.
Say it wasn't
Stop.
immoral.
Hey, goy.
Oh my
Let me
god.
talk now.
These guys are
Yeah,
so
using a
insecure.
slur.
Hey,
Did I not say it wasn't immoral? I never said
Quiet.
it wasn't wrong. I said it wasn't immoral.
Hey, I'm talking. Thank you. Anyways, the guy at the bottom, he said, well, our jizya is different from your jizya. So he concedes that the Torah teaches jizya. As a matter of fact, in the book of Joshua, in the Arabic translation,
Oh my
it says,
gosh.
"Wa'akhadha-"
The Arabic translation.
Let me finish, bro. You see, he can't control himself. In the Arabic translation, it says, وَأَخَذَ بَنِي إِسْرَائِيلَ الْجِزْيَةَ مِنَ الْكَنْعَانِيُّونَ. And the children of Israel took jizya from the Canaanites. I can pull it up for you. So yes, the Torah teaches jizya.
He
The
just
Quran
did the
also
Arabic
teaches
translation.
jizya. The Quran also teaches jizya.
It probably
Okay?
just
And
means
I'm glad we
tax,
agree on the
right?
jizya point. So now we can move on.
Does it just mean
to-
tax
I'm gonna
or
respond-
tribute? Does it just mean tax or tribute or something? That's a word concept fallacy, right? You're saying just because it's the same word, it's the same concept. It's literally a fallacy.
I'm going to respond to that. So a couple things. One, he used the Arabic translation. I just want to point that out, which is embarrassing as fuck. Second off, right, he didn't say that the Arabs wouldn't use that same word. He said that it was applied differently, which he is correct. He literally is correct. Now, that being said, to answer what you incorrectly said about me, which I want to point out something, okay? For you to respond to me and you think you're winning, which you're not, and I can prove it. Because if you were winning, you'd be able to repeat what I said exactly, not have to change it to then argue against something I never said, which, by the way, would be a straw man.
The
You
IQ
weaken my
mog,
argument
the IQ mog continues, guys. The IQ mog continues.
and then attack the weakened argument. I never said that. You know I didn't say that. That's why when I asked you, did I say this, you ran away and never answered. The answer is yes, Nick was right. I did say something else. He changed what I said. But yes, I agree with you. Actually, I'm going to assume you're telling the truth, that the Arabic translation, which is so stupid. That's like saying the Hebrew translation of the Quran. That's so dumb. Yes, I'm sure the word is the same. That's probably true. I don't see why that matters, because he didn't say that the word wasn't the same in Arabic. What he said was that it was applied differently than how Muslims apply it. And he was talking about the concept of Darul Islam versus Darul Harb. And he's correct. Now, from my point of view, I never said anything wasn't right or wrong. I said it wasn't immoral. That's what I said.
Good. So I'm glad we agreed that jizya in Islam and jizya in the Torah is not immoral.
When did I
We're
ever
on the
say it
same
was?
Oh my gosh.
Good. We're on the same page then.
Can you just answer
And
that? When did I ever say it
what?
was?
Dude, what is? Come on. Let me
Taking
talk.
the,
Can you
Now
just
we're-
he's trying to take a win on a technicality when that's been Nick's position the entire time.
Answer
good.
what I said. When did I
thought we're
ever
doing
say?
good.
When did
Can
I
I
ever
finish?
say it was?
Oh my God.
Can you just
Dude,
answer
why
that?
are you like
When
this, man?
did I ever say it
Why
was?
are you like this? I'm talking, man.
You guys notice how he's scared
What's
to answer
wrong
this
with that?
question? Did you guys notice?
Are you insane in the head? What's wrong
what?
with you, man?
So what it's called is a word concept
Like,
fallacy.
you are so insufferable
Okay.
to talk to, man.
So what it's called is a
You're
word.
insufferable.
What it's called, what you're doing is a word concept fallacy. But can you
No,
answer
let
me?
me finish
Stop.
my speech,
When
brother.
did I ever say?
I'm just gonna keep talking.
Jesus
so
Christ.
the jizya in
Notice
the
how
Torah,
he's scared to
according-
answer this?
So the jizya in the Torah in Deuteronomy chapter 20, verse 10 and 11 is actually worst.
Worst?
According to him, if
It's
jizya
worse.
is bad in Islam,
Worst.
then it's worse in the Torah. Why? Because even believers ought to pay jizya. In the Torah, believers, no-hides like him, have to pay jizya. In
So
Islam,
that
believers are
proves
exempt.
that it's not the same concept then. That literally refutes you. If all the people have to pay it, then it's not the same concept as the jizya.
From jizya, only disbelievers. So according to the Torah, this good goy, if he lives in Israel under the Sanhedrin, they would take his movable property, his landed property, and they would take half of his money to build the king's palace. So the good goy, they're going to charge him jizya, although he believes in the God of Israel. If you believe in Allah, you don't take jizya. Thank you very much.
Okay.
If you don't accept the jizya in the Torah, the men are killed,
Right.
and the women and the children are taken as sex slaves and concubines.
Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and answer that. So A couple things. One, before I go on for you to deflect again, can you answer, when did I ever say it was immoral? Not I disagree with it. When did I ever say it was immoral?
That's what you said in the beginning.
I never said that.
You did say that. You did say that.
Okay, so I never said that. I'll make a video showing you I never said. 1 second. 1 second. I'm not done.
Yo, can I finish talking?
What do you mean? I was
because you
speaking. What are you
keep
talking
lying.
about? So I'm gonna
lying about what he said, Libiano.
I'll make a video on that when you said I said that. I never did say that. I said things that I disagree about Islam with. Never once said that was moral or immoral. Never once said it. So I want to make sure everyone's clear.
Gotta give Nick credit. He hasn't lied. Not one time has he misrepresented Orthodox Muslims' position. Almost every single time Orthodox Muslim opens his fat mouth, he lies about what Nick said. Almost every single time.
You're backtracking.
1 second. I want to make sure stop interrupting. I want to make sure everything is clear. That this last hour that this guy has been trying to go down this rabbit hole, I want to make it clear. He did all this under a false pretense, and something I never, ever even said. So he did this entire argument that he lost at because he was arguing something that nobody said. Which, by the way, I want to make something clear. I've made that clear since the very beginning. I never said that. So that is incorrect. Hold on. Now I got to respond to what you said. So with the Rambam, yes. So with the Rambam, relax. So with the Rambam, now that we just got you to admit that you answered something nobody said, with the Rambam, is this in the context of conquering land with what the Rambam said?
Yeah, it's in the context of conquering new cities.
Okay.
So now,
Stop. Relax. Take a breath.
I'm gonna finish my answer.
No, there's no answer to that. You're correct.
Right,
it is
guys,
under the concept.
This is a slaughter. This is a slaughter. I know I put in the title that they both lost, and Nick lost because his position sucks as a Zionist, but this is a slaughter. I can't even lie to you. This is an absolute slaughter. And credits to him on this.
It is under the context of conquering.
Orthodox Muslim posted this on his account, and his little minions in Pakistan are cheering him on, saying that
my next question is does the Torah?
Everybody sees you running. I'm gonna continue my answer.
So does the Torah say? Does the Torah say to conquer areas outside of the promise?
I'm gonna continue my answer now.
Okay. Does the Torah say to conquer? Okay, I'm going to move on if you're scared to answer this question. I'm going to move answer. What do you mean continue what? Continue what answer?
I am going to continue my answer.
Do you guys notice how he's scared?
I am going to continue my answer.
Continue what answer?
You keep saying I'm scared because you just got some backshots, intellectual backshots. That's what happened.
Pause.
All right?
What?
So now be quiet and let me finish my answer. Stop being a good goy. All right?
Oh my gosh.
So according to Rambam, okay, he says in commentary on that verse that when Israelites attack and siege a new city, so land, this is what they ought to do. And that includes taxing believers like you.
I already know this. You already said this.
Now, Nick, hold on.
I'm just wondering when I can finish when you interrupted. I'm wondering when I can finish.
I'm going to land with this question. What happens according to the God you believe in if they don't accept the peace deal that is to become Noahide?
I'm going to finish what I was saying when you interrupted me. Okay.
Answer that. Don't run.
I'm going to finish what I was saying when you interrupted me.
Sure, and then you'll answer that, right?
I'm going to finish what I was saying when you interrupted me and you ran away.
And then you'll answer my question.
So, see, here's the problem, okay? I'm going to tell you what Muslims all do. What they do is they, instead of trying to go down the conversation, what they end up doing is they'll ask a separate question that nobody was going down.
Yeah.
There's a billion things we can talk about. I can also deflect and ask a separate question. And then they start screaming and being performative and say, look, you're
exactly. When they start losing, it's exactly what they do. He knows their tactics so well.
Funny because you're not answering my deflection. No, I'm not going to answer your deflection.
Nick, of course it's gay. He said he's getting intellectual backshots. I think it's pretty obvious it's gay.
Correct.
All right.
Okay, how about this? Can I deflect and then laugh at you for not answering? It is. Stop, dude. I can deflect and still stay on jizya. If I deflected but still said something about jizya but was a deflection to your point, and then I laughed.
Chat, are we back? We're good? Chat. No. You got to be kidding me. Back? We're back? I don't know what has been going on, guys. I don't know what has been going on lately. Are we back? We're almost done. Let me know when we're back. Okay, we're good. All right.
You for not answering the deflection. Would that be problematic? Of course the answer would be
yes.
You're
just getting barbecued right now, man.
Guys,
I know
if it's starting to lag for you, make sure you refresh, please. Make sure you refresh before you say that it's not working.
You keep taking monologues to appeal to your audience.
Listen, dude.
You keep muting me.
Yes, because you're interrupting me right now. I feel like the
Can you
only
just
way
answer the
I feel
question?
like the only way we can have a debate
Hashtag-
if we had a moderator, right?
Hashtag-
Because you're not capable of having a debate. Yes, because I'm still trying to get out my point and you're
We just
still
want the
interrupting me.
question answer. Can you answer?
Okay. I'm going to continue with my point that you
This timestamp is full live. They're not on for the full live. Don't worry. They only go for another. Looks like he kicks him in. How far is that from now? Like a little less, like 18 minutes.
interrupted me on. So what I said, so he admitted that the Rambam is correct, that what the Rambam was saying, that it was correct to say that it was just in the context of conquering land or new cities, okay? Does the Torah tell the Jews to conquer beyond their land, their promised land? Does it tell them to go into other areas?
So that's a deflection. You see, I could do that too.
Can you just answer? Does the it's the same thing?
You see, guys, I have to answer
Okay,
every
I'm gonna move.
question,
Okay, dude, listen. If you're not gonna answer this, I'm gonna move on. Okay.
Stop deflecting.
If you're not gonna answer this question, I'm gonna move on.
What happens if you don't pay the tribute according to God?
Okay, I'm gonna move on because you're running away from this question that I asked.
What happens to those who don't pay according to
So
the God
what
you
you're
believe in?
doing, is you're reflecting from what I asked you first.
What happens if you don't pay according to the God you believe in?
I'm gonna give you one more chance to answer the question I asked first.
I'm gonna give you one more chance.
Okay.
What happens?
See you later. You're running away.
What happens?
Let's set up a
if you don't
debate.
pay the tribute?
Let's set up a debate where you don't deflect. Let's set up a debate with the moderator.
Let's set up the debate now.
Yeah, I have no
What happens
problem.
to those who don't pay the tribute according to the God you believe in? Answer.
Okay. So if I answer, can you answer the question that I asked first before you ever asked that?
Yes. Now
Okay.
answer.
And then I need you to promise you will not deflect again, okay?
No, you deflected. I never deflected.
I was on the same topic. Anyone can
I've been on the same
rewind.
topic.
Anyone can rewind and hear me ask you, was he talking about in the concept of conquering land? You said
Can you
yes.
just answer the question?
Dude, you guys are impossible to talk to. Why
Answer
are you
what happens if
interrupting?
you don't pay tribute.
I assume you die.
You get okay. So the God you believe in,
I think it depends on who it is, but can I answer?
the
No,
God
no,
you
no.
believe
I
in
answered.
demands men to be killed and women and children to be
That
taken
is,
as slaves,
I do
right?
not take the commentary of Maimonides at all. I've said that from the very
That's
beginning.
what the verse says.
Okay, that is to the. Okay, listen.
No.
It's.
I know the women and children would not be.
Can I-
killed.
can I-
The women and children would not
That's
be
what the
killed.
verse says.
The women would be taken as wives, and the children would be cared for.
It doesn't, and I'm going to explain why.
Read verse
Okay.
11.
Okay.
Read verse 11.
So you promised me if I answered, you would answer my question, and you were still deflecting.
They're killed and taken as slaves, right? Thank
Okay,
you.
listen.
Thank
No,
you.
not what
Nick
he said.
Matau admits that he
Notice
supports
how that's not what he said.
killing men and women and children. And
Notice
taking
that's
them as
not what he said. Notice how he didn't say that. Notice how he's lying again. Isn't that crazy?
He said that. You are
You just said
deflecting.
that.
I never
You
said
just
that.
said that's what happens according to the God you believe in.
Oh my gosh.
I don't believe that at all.
You don't believe
That
in
is
your
not.
God?
I didn't say that. You're not
Do
letting
you
me
believe
finish.
in your God or not?
Oh
Okay,
my
you believe in your
goodness.
God or not?
I'm gonna finish, but you have to let me.
He
Are you
doesn't
capable?
believe in Hashem anymore.
Holy shit.
He doesn't believe
This
in
is
Hashem
insane.
anymore.
This is like
Okay, I'm
demonic
gonna
level.
wait.
This is like a demonic level, like crash out. Like this is like demon possession.
Under the bus now.
Okay. Can I finish now?
Like
Yes.
literally demon.
Are you going to
possession.
answer my questions and let me finish?
Yes, you're the
Okay.
one cutting me off.
So what I'm saying to you, no, you told me that I was going to get my questions answered if you answered, and you still haven't answered. So what I'm telling you is not that I don't believe in Hashem. And I know you're clip farming and all that, and you're trying to get your friends to be all happy. That's not what I said. I said your understanding of this is not what I believe in. But that's not my question to you. From the very beginning, I said that Islam is a problem. You're bringing up Judaism. I don't care. I've said it 1,000 times. So can we move on to, or go back to, I should say, not even move on, what I originally brought up? I find Islam to be a problem. Not what you believe Maimonides or anyone said or the verse says. I don't care. Is that a fair state? Can we go back to Islam?
Now, I know this is out of your depth, so we can go
Okay,
back.
great. So I can either answer about what I was going to say, right? You know what? I'm just going to say it, and then we're going to talk about pedophilia, okay? Because every
No,
time I
you're
ask
not
you a
going to say
question...
something and me not respond to it.
Okay,
If you
so
say
what I'm
something, I'll
going to
respond.
say, as long as you do respond to it, that would be great. But the problem is you're not responding. What you did was you asked a separate question, and when I said, can you answer the question I asked first, you said, no, he's running, you better answer the deflection. This is what you guys all do. And I know you're going to get the greatest video, I get it, but I'm not here for the video, okay? I'm
You just
here to
repeated that
actually,
5 times.
I'm here to,
conversation.
you're still doing it. If
You're
you're very
repeating yourself,
confident,
dude. You're not a psychiatrist, dude. We don't need a psychoanalysis. Just get to it.
okay,
You're
if
not
you
my
are,
therapist, bro. It's fine. Just go.
okay, if you are confident in your debate and your religion, you won't deflect, but you keep deflecting, okay?
I've never deflected once in this conversation.
Oh my
So do you
God.
believe that Jews, right, or the
The whole argument he brought up about Jews is a deflection. What? He deflects every argument. He never answers an objection to Islam. It's all deflection. every single argument Libiano makes is a deflection.
Torah tells them to spread throughout the world.
Not until the Messiah.
Actually, the Messiah says to bring the Jews back to Israel, the Mashiach.
Yeah, and then all nations will serve him.
Right, but that's not what I asked you. See how you deflected
so
yet
until
again.
The Messiah,
Guys, there's not 2 hours left. He's going to kick him in about 10 minutes.
till the Messiah.
This is his full live. This is Nick's full live.
Right?
Yes,
Does
but
it
until
say
Messiah comes?
right.
No.
Okay, Kurt. So when Maimonides was speaking, right, this is what Hammer was trying to tell you. The difference between what you're saying, this jizya versus the other. This is just talking about within their land. Your jizya with Dar al-Islam versus Dar al-Harb is not just like it's only in Mecca or Medina.
It's their land. It's our land too.
Okay, great. It's going
God
beyond.
promised the land 4,000 years ago to us.
That's incorrect.
No, that's correct. It's our land.
You're talking about the Levant?
No, the whole world.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm
It was
not here
promised
to
us
tell
4,000
you.
years ago on Sinai.
I got you. I'm not here to tell you what you should or shouldn't believe
Based
in
on
that.
what
because-
text? Based on what text are you citing, Libiano, from 4,000 years ago? The Christian Old Testament? Is that what you're referencing? And yes, I will have another debate. I'm debating Hassan Shibli in, Lord willing, like 3 weeks on Tim Pool.
That's not what we're talking about. So I'm not going to like you deflect. So if you want to believe that, that's fine. But regardless, that's the difference. And that's what Hammer's trying to tell you. Again, I know you think you won that last argument, but you weren't actually answering the argument. One, I never said it was immoral. You just made that up so you can answer. Two, what he's talking about is the difference. You just admitted 100% that it's talking about conquering, and that until what you believe about the Mashiach, that until that happens, they're not going to spread. So that is the difference. The difference of going into somebody else's land, right, and forcing them to be
It's not their land. I just told you the symmetry breaker doesn't work. Your point is, well, this is
He's
Israel's
interrupting
land.
me again. He's interrupting me again.
We're having a discussion, man.
No,
Okay,
but
sure.
you
Go ahead.
interrupted me. I'm not telling you what you should or shouldn't.
I apologize. Go ahead.
Great. I'm not telling you what you should or shouldn't believe. I get you don't believe that. That's fine. That's irrelevant because Maimonides wouldn't agree with you, and that's who we're quoting, right? That's who you're quoting right now?
No, I'm quoting the verse, and Maimonides supports my understanding.
Right. So Maimonides would not at all agree with that. I'm not saying you shouldn't believe that. You can believe whatever you want, but that's not what we're talking about. You're being disingenuous. Okay.
Okay.
If you have a response to that, and then we can go on to pedophilia.
Okay, good. So your symmetry breaker doesn't work because you said, well, the difference is God promised this land to Israel. So when they go attack it while others are living there, like the land of the Amorites, the Midianites, when they go attack those people living there because Israel doesn't yet have that land, well, it's okay because God promised it to them. Well, according to the same reasoning, God promised us the whole world. So when Muslims...
Not going to lie, terrible argument from Nick. I give a point to Libiano here. He's still losing by like 27 points, but this is a good point by him.
In ancient times, conquer the land. They're just conquering what God promised 4,000 years ago on Sinai.
Yeah, I believe
Checkmate.
Muslims believe that. I don't know why that's a checkmate. I never said.
So there's,
Wait,
no, symmetry,
hold on,
so
real
there's no
quick.
symmetry breaker then.
But when did I ever argue against that, though?
You said the symmetry breaker is that Muslims
I
go,
never said that.
Yes, I have been on Modern Day Debate. I debated an atheist by the name of Craig. If you just search Craig versus Luigi, Modern Day Debate. I think my other debates were all on the Crucible. Yeah, my other debates were on the Crucible.
You didn't even let me finish.
But I just didn't say that.
You said the symmetry breaker is that Muslims go to other people's lands. Well, if that's how it works, then Israel goes into other people's lands. But wait,
Gotcha.
Orthodox Muslim, God promised Israel that land. Okay, well, Allah promised that land to the Muslims.
Okay, I see where the problem is. So do you believe jizya is something that only was a thing at the time, or do you think it should be a thing now?
It should be a thing
and
as long jizya is applicable until the Messiah comes, peace be upon him. And it's only applicable in an Islamic state when the correct conditions are met.
Okay, but you do believe it's still a future requirement as well, right?
No,
until the Messiah comes.
What do you mean it's a future? I just said it's always applicable when the right conditions are met.
Right, got it. So the answer is yes. I don't know why you had to gish gallop.
I just said that.
Okay, you didn't say that. You gish gallop. So the answer is yes.
I like
said yes, okay, I got it. So now that he said yes, I got you. So now that he said yes to what I asked, right? That's the difference. I'm not saying about what they did in the past when they went into to the descendants of Ham. I'm not talking about that. You're correct. That's what they did to the descendants of Ham. That has nothing to do with what we're talking about.
Guys, we're going to be wrapping up here in a few minutes. Please like the live and subscribe. This was not great viewership today, but it was what I was kind of expected for a Saturday stream. This is kind of why I've been putting off doing Saturday streams. They kind of suck for viewership. But hey, also, guys, Elior Watches is another partner I have. They have these sick Christian designs like the Cairo. They also have the Crown of Thorns. These are pretty sick. You can use the code Elior15, eliorwatches.com. Go check them out if you want to support a Christian company. They're pretty awesome. I'm also working on getting a Orthodox cross from them as well.
Talking about. which is
Okay,
literally
so
what
what's
I
a
said,
symmetry break?
which
What's
is
a
what I
symmetry
said
breaker?
from the very, very, very beginning. What
So
you're
what's a
doing,
symmetry breaker?
right? So I never said anything about a symmetry breaker. You said that.
You just said the difference is, and you went on
Correct.
for 5 minutes.
Okay, so
That's a symmetry breaker.
I know you're thinking that I'm saying that. I'm not saying that. What I'm telling
boy.
you, okay,
Oh, boy, this
you're
is
crashing out again. We're doing good. You finally calmed down. Let's keep this energy, right? This is the first time I've gotten you to stop doing the fake laughing and interrupting, and now you're doing it.
Okay,
again.
whatever, man.
So what I'm saying to you, right, is how, and I've said this from the very beginning. Again, anyone can go and rewind and hear me say this so many times. Okay, I am not here to do exactly what every Muslim in the world does when they debate, to shift to like, well, there's other people do it, so therefore it's okay. I got it. I know that's what you guys want to do because you can't defend your religion. You have to bring up other people, and you do it. You guys all do it. It's all the same. What I said is how they act today. And I even said, and I know you were.
Yeah, the Brian Shapiro debate was insane. I had a really good time. It was super fun. Like the funnest debate I've ever done. That's over. It's on my channel right here. You guys can go over to videos. And speaking of that, he crashed out of my DMs. I went over those DMs in my members only stream on Thursday, and then I'm doing a members only stream today. So if you guys want to be a member, you can sign up because I'm going to be going over my DMs with Ridvan, Apostate Prophet, because he crashed out in my DMs too, calling me a big, meanie, stupid head. So if you guys want to support me monthly, you can sign up for memberships, and I do a members-only live stream and give you guys exclusive content every stream. And you can support me because I'm doing this full-time, risking life and limb because I want to get into politics, want to help save the country, Lord willing. So that being said, let's wrap up.
Remember me saying this, and if you were honest with yourself, you would admit that I did say this. If Jews started doing that and started pushing into other lands, including here, and started,
I'm not a member of the Crucible. I don't know what that means exactly. I've been on the Crucible
proselytizing and then trying to change the rules of the land to do that, then I would complain about Jews as well. If Christians did it, I would do it. If Buddhists did it, I would do it. Marxists, like I said before, it's not just religious ideology, but we don't see that. So if they do it, then I'd have no problem complaining about it.
Okay, I got you. So I addressed this earlier. I said you're making a category error. There's a difference between saying, I disagree with Islam. Islam should not exist in the West because Islam teaches X, and saying, I don't want Muslims living because Muslims practically or apply certain Islamic conditions like that. These are two different things, right? So from what I understood and what is necessitated from what you just said, if Jews practiced their religion and followed the command of Hashem, like the command here, then you would go against Jews, right?
So no, what I said was that within well, you're just wrong. Let me explain why instead of doing the fake laugh that you do
just
every
keep
time.
backtracking, man. Like every time.
No, I'm going to tell you what I actually said. You don't need to do the fake laugh every time you lose an argument. What I said was, if in the context of jizya, that's what we're talking about, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. In the context of that, if with referencing Maimonides, right, he says to do this in areas that you're supposed to, or that you conquer, right? You either offer this or that. If Jews were trying to do that in the West, then I would complain about Jews. You'd heard me say that, which everyone in the chat, did I not say that? You heard me say that, and you twisted it to, if Jews practice Judaism, then I'm going to be against it.
I was really hoping they were going to get to pedophilia, but it's looking like they're not going to.
Okay, I'll make another video when you did absolutely just say that.
Please do. So Nick, what I said
you didn't say that, okay.
When Jews practice their religion with respect to this command we're talking about.
That's not what you said.
I didn't say in the West necessarily, but let's say Jews today go into Lebanon or try to establish Greater Israel, and they make the people they conquer.
This is all new information. You didn't say this originally.
Let me finish.
Notice how he's changing what he said.
Let me finish, brother. I thought you're smart enough to pick up on what I'm saying. Now I have to give it to you like baby food. So if Jews today wanted to expand into the Greater Israel project and apply the command here with respect to jizya from Hashem, would you be okay with that, or would you oppose it?
Sorry, what?
Oh my. If Jews today wanted to expand into Greater Israel, and in doing that, they conquer cities and they take jizya from them, as it says in Deuteronomy here, and follow what Maimonides says, would they be wrong? Would you oppose them?
Would I oppose them, what, taking jizya from Muslims
following
in Lebanon?
the Torah and going into Greater Israel.
Would I oppose them taking jizya from the Muslims that live in, and Christians that live in...
and whoever is living there.
I don't think in the contemporary times we should be doing that now.
So would you oppose them?
Did I not just say that? I said no. I wouldn't.
You
I wouldn't be okay with that.
Them?
I did. I said I would not be okay with that in the contemporary times.
I said, would you oppose them?
If I say,
I kind of debated Harry Sisson. We had a discussion. It wasn't really recorded. It was a live discussion. We're trying to set up a formal debate, though.
Would you oppose them?
Stop yelling. Just listen to yourself. If I said,
would you oppose
stop yelling, let me answer. Just let me answer. If I said that I would not be okay with anyone doing that in the contemporary times, and you say, would you oppose them? What do you think I'm saying?
That's not necessitated. I could be against something and not oppose it with my voice. I could just be silent. Would you oppose it, Nick?
But I just used my voice right now and said I would.
Nick, would you oppose if the Jews followed the Torah and went into Greater Israel?
I do not think that anyone, including the Jews... Would you oppose them, Nick? Holy shit, I just said it.
Nick, my question is very specific. Would you oppose them, Nick?
I just said it. By my voice, I would outwardly say I don't agree with this. Is that what you're asking?
So you would oppose the Jews practicing the Torah, right?
Nick, can I answer?
One second.
Oh, she's here.
One second. I'm going to answer. Just stop with the fake laughing. Just let me answer. Are you asking, dude, why are you freaking out? Just calm down. Are you asking, would I just like outwardly say, hey, I don't think you should do this?
You would open lives and say, stop.
Yes, I would probably go on Fresh and Fit. I don't know if I'd go on whatever. I don't know. Just the whole like, whores are stupid bit is kind of like old. I like Myron. I think Myron is funny. So I would definitely go on Fresh and Fit. But I don't know about whatever podcast.
It's like you're doing with Muslims.
I do not think that they should do that, correct. If they were to oppose a jizya on the Christians and Muslims, right, I would outwardly say that, no, I don't agree with that. But I said that before, and then you did the weird fake laugh. But wait, hold on. When did I ever say otherwise, though? Wait a minute, hold on. Let me answer.
I'm proud of you, man.
Wait, hold on. But can I ask something? Can I ask something? Earlier in the live, when I said, if Jews did this, I'd be against it. Do you remember me saying that?
No, you didn't clarify.
He did.
He
did say that. He absolutely did. Again, it's constant deflection and lying about what they say. Guys, he's about to drop him. We'll watch the crash out here.
One second. Hold on. Well, this is a panel. This is a panel. People can do what they want. If you want to do a debate, stop. If you want to do a debate and set up and I actually would love this because I really would cook you. If you want to do a moderator, that would be great. Because when you yell and scream and do fake laughs and then be disingenuous, I want to point something out. Wait, where are you going? Why are you running away? Come back. Oh, okay, we'll wait for him.
Oh, does he run? I guess I assumed that he got dropped. Does he end up running? Hey, I gotta go.
Can I say something, Nick? Because he's being completely disingenuous. So if you actually read Maimonides, in order to take any type of tax, you would need Sanhedrin. So for him to act that this is a universal law, when it's not, it's only for the Canaanite tribes back in the day that were here. Just a question, Lesbiano. Are Canaanite tribes, do they exist still?
No, you guys exterminated them.
Okay, amazing. So if we did so, and Deuteronomy is talking about only... 1 second. Yes,
Nick, did you say base to genocide?
He's doing the screaming thing again, where he's trying to deflect because Danielle is about to ask him something.
Did you say base to genocide?
So what I found...
Genocide? God doesn't commit genocide.
So I'll answer. What I found to... Well, let me answer, okay? What I found to be... Can I answer? You're doing that thing again where you're...
Palestinians have Canaanite blood, so I'm not really sure what they're
being performative instead of
You just said base to genocide.
I'll tell you what I thought was base because of what you just admitted, okay? And I'll explain what you just admitted. And I'm glad you did. Okay, are you ready? Relax.
That the Jews exterminated the Canaanites?
Can you let me finish? And I'm going to tell you what you just admitted without realizing it. Okay, so this guy just said that the Canaanites don't exist. They were exterminated. I'll tell you why I said base. Because the pro-Pali argument right now is that they're not actually Arabs, that they are Canaanites. So he just admitted in front of everyone.
That's a terrible
Stop. No. Don't interrupt. Do not interrupt because you incorrectly tried to say what I said was base. I'm going to tell you what I thought was base, and I still think it. Thank you for admitting this. So Orthodox Muslim, if you interrupt me, I will drop you because you know this is going to look bad for you. And so you're trying to... Yes, I will. Yes, I will. Yes, I fucking will. You want to come back up? You can come back up after this. I know you won't because you know what you just did. But don't fucking tell me I won't. I don't know who you are. You do not tell me I'm not going to drop you. I'll drop you in a fucking second. Anyway, so listen to what this guy just said. Orthodox Muslim just said in front of actually 4,000 people, right?
Wow.
He just said that the Canaanites don't exist at all anymore. They were completely wiped out, aka exterminated, okay? The pro-Palis and the Palestinians say they're not actually Arabs. They were just Arabized and that they're actually the Canaanites.
They are.
But wait a minute.
Mixed with Arabs.
Did he just admit that they're not? Because, now Palestinians don't actually exist, but yes, this was 100% based what he said. Because therefore, he just admitted that they're not actually Canaanites, that they're actually Arabs, which is something we all know. So thank you for that.
We don't know that. Genetically, they are proven that that's not the case, like I just showed. So Nick and I can have that discussion in our debate. All right, that was an IQ Mog. Oh my goodness. That was an IQ mog. I don't know how else to describe that. That's what that was. That was an IQ mog. All right, guys. That went longer than I was thinking. So I'm going to probably have to do my TikTok stream next week. I am going to go over for my members. I'm about to do a members only live stream. I'm going to show you guys my DMs with Apostate Prophet. So if you want to be a member, I go over various saints quotes on race and nationalism, and I'll go over certain DMs that I get. So if you want to be a member, you can sign up. About to cut to members only live stream after I do super chats. Thanks, Resident Indian, for the Indian tax. Thank you, Jesus is King. As someone who has been blocked by Nick, he kind of is cooking right now. He IQ mogged him. Not going to lie. Stefan Gomez, likewise. God bless. All right, guys. That's it for today. Let me set the timer here. In 1 minute, we're going to cut to a members-only stream. In 1 minute, we're going to cut to a members-only stream. Please like the live and subscribe, guys. Also, give me a follow over on Instagram and Twitter at RealBenMichael. I'm most active on Instagram. That's where I'm kind of growing the most lately. I kind of, flip-flop between which platforms I spend the most time on, and right now I've been focusing primarily on growing my Instagram. So that's where I post every day. Give me a follow over there. Other than that, I'm live every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday at 2 o'clock Eastern. I cover everything related to far-right politics. I'm an Orthodox Christian. I am anti-replacement, anti-Zionism, anti-international Jewry, anti-Islam. I only love Christ. I worship Christ alone. I do not bend to any of these false dichotomies. So if that's something you're into, please give me a like, give me a subscribe, and I'll see you guys on Tuesday, 2 o'clock Eastern. Thank you.